No, so it's 100% true. Ray Meach has a great point. We gotta get Ray on here. He's like a philosopher of the game of basketball.
We know you a busy man, Kobe, so we gonna jump right to it, man.
Now it's about making sure that
I'm sick and sick with it, vision and lift it. Listen, just picture it, spit and deliver it. The time froze, undercurrent, how the grind flows. Wrist flicking, said the bezels, got a mind blown. You know how to drop beat, everything's slow. You know how to drop beat, said anything goes. Pull up to the spot, you might see the squad there. Pull up unannounced, then you might see your broad there. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win while you're watching the shot clock. It's just seconds remaining, and I got the rock for the win. Thanks for watching the shot clock. Shot clock. You catch the shot clock every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. What's going on, everybody? Man, G-Day Hoop Scout. We got Rob C in the gym, Coach Ant Willis.
Hey,
what's going on? What's going on,
me?
Coach Paul? Oh, man, Rob always got a copy off of me. And public service announcement, this is not a Chargers hoodie for those who may be thinking because y'all see the colors. This is not a Chargers.
It's not even our colors.
This ain't y'all blue and y'all light blue from the light blue throwbacks. This ain't that powder blue. All right, these y'all colors, man. This is a Space Cowboys, man. Sugarland Space Cowboys hoodie that I got from going to the Sugarland to going to the baseball game, man.
Yes. Man,
so I'm just repping, man.
Him.
Yeah, he be copying off me, man. But hey, what's good, everybody? What's going on, Coach Paul? What's going on, Coach Paul? Man, right now we kicking y'all butt, man. This fantasy football. Let me check out this score real quick. Hey, make sure that y'all share it. If y'all on the Facebook side, make sure you share it. If you on Twitter, make sure you retweet it. If you on YouTube, y'all know what to do. Copy, paste, send it to somebody. Tell them hop on real quick. Shot clock, we live. We about to get active. Yeah, right now 159 to 94. While Rob was talking about everybody who in week one got them losses won. I'm finna be 2-0, bro. I told y'all about this fantasy football,
bro.
Man.
You capping right now, bro.
I'm about to be 2-0.
No, let me make
y'all
don't never let me make my point when I say so, bro.
Go ahead, my fault.
You about to be 2-0. That is correct. Bro, Tua that had the most weirdest quarterback day ever, bro. Like this man threw for 190 yards to one receiving, 106, bro. And people talking about the Ravens is good, bro. You about to be 2-0 though, so it's cool.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Mr. Bates, man? Mr. Bates, our Lions keep putting up them numbers, man.
Oh my God! Now really into football now.
We putting up Mr. Bates. Mr. Bates, we put Detroit putting up them numbers. We putting up them numbers, man. Hey, man, we gonna get it together.
This man funny, y'all. America, this man is funny. Hey, first of all, I'm gonna steal his thunder before he get on. D King had a phenomenal weekend. The Longhorns won. The Jets came back from down 13 with 1:50 left, and he's kicking my behind right now. He's blowing me out by like over 100 because he had Tua Tagovailoa and he had Jalen Waddle today. So he's killing me. I lost. He killed me.
Rob, you see it? You see what Mr. Bates said, man. You see it, Rob. You see it, Rob.
Hey, but Coach Paul, you did all that trolling on Thursday, and Jameis Winston is who we thought he was. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And why is you always eating, bro? You're fat. You're fat.
7:06, bro. I just got nothing eating, so I'm just eating me a piece of candy, bro. Stop hating.
We did play what they call the Commanders. We played the Washington Redskins, aka the Commanders. Hold on, they was Team Washington last year, right?
Yeah, that was the Washington football team.
I mean, yeah, the Washington football team. Now they the Washington Commanders. So, yeah. Hey man, we don't line them up, Coach Paul. We just we take them as they come, man. We gonna celebrate every victory because we don't get too many of them. But besides that, man, just having a little fun. How was everybody's weekend, man? I know where y'all was, but before we truly dig into that, yeah, hey, Coach Watson, man. Coach Watson put another interrupt to it. I got the Buccaneers defense on my fantasy team. So this has been hold on. We got to do a quick commercial break real quick and we'll be right. Hey, we'll be right back with y'all, man. Quick commercial break, man. Get registered for the Ball So Hard Prospect Expo today. This high school combine for high school players will allow you to build up a prospect profile for collegiate coaches' eyes only, as well as eliminate excuse of how good indeed you truly are, as the class of 2023, 24, 25, and 26 will all be going at it all at the same time in their 2 games of evaluation. Use this as a building tool to get better. For more information, go to bshscouting.com/prospect expo. That's bshscouting.com/prospect expo. Once again, it's bshscouting.com/prospect expo and get signed up today. Registration ends September 25th, 2022.
JETS. Let's go, man. Come on, man. We got heart. Raise your hand if your team won this week.
Hey,
yes, sir.
I just want look. Last week he was all doldrum. He didn't want to talk. Have that same energy when y'all lose. Leave your green screen up when y'all lose. Fair weather fans, period, bro.
Hey, man, today's a good day, man. Hey, I got this fantasy
fans,
dub. Yes, sir. The Jets got the dub. Come on, baby. Come on, UT got that dub. Made it clear. It was a little too close at first. Come on, man.
Even Mr. Alvarez raised his hand up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in here. Rob, you good? Where your hand at, buddy? Dang. Ole Miss won.
Of course.
Y'all smell y'all. Where y'all play? Georgia Tech or something? Who was that? Who y'all played?
We played Georgia Tech, bro.
Yeah, Georgia Tech. Y'all smacked them. I didn't think y'all was gonna smack them. My bad. Y'all interrupted the show, man. It's just
hey, Coach Pat, them tamales did sell out. Cause they was lumptious. Hey, they did.
But he
sell out.
And he talking about you though. And he said me and you should have changed shirts. He said you ate all the tamales. That's why they was sold out.
Nah, I ain't eat all of them. I really ain't eat none. I ain't get none yesterday.
It's the Alvarez. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Man, I worked so hard today. Woo. Gotta drink some water. It's hard work winning.
Hey,
Rob. Rob.
DT,
and you
I can ask you a question.
Smoked in fan. Hold on, no, don't ask me.
Look, I just said that. I just said that.
Goddamn thing.
I just said that. I said that before you got on the show. I already said you was smoking by 100.
Yeah, my bad.
Hey,
Because I want you to know you are a very obnoxious winner. So I'm acting out of character right now.
The King, he tried to do you like Eminem. He tried to say everything before you got on.
I said
hey,
D King had a phenomenal. I said he had a phenomenal weekend. The UT won. The Jets. Show it. I'm glad. I love it.
Rob, you get beat by 100.
Show it.
Yo, shout out to Tua, man. Man.
When he might not get 63 points the whole rest of the season combined.
What, in fantasy? Oh, he put up 63. Ooh.
Bro, you got 100. Bro, you got 110 points on 2 players.
2 dudes, bro.
You got more than my whole team with 2 dudes.
And Sutton had a really good game against the team.
Yeah, I know. That's the only person Russell Wilson know how to throw the ball to.
Russell Wilson looked a little different, bro. That coach, yo, did y'all see the coaching? I know this is a basketball show. Did y'all see how that dude?
Hey, that boy got some Hennessy in his cup. He got some Hennessy.
Yo, he trying to get fired. He coaching himself out of a job.
Josh McDaniels did for the Raiders is too. They was up 23-13, and they went to overtime.
But bro, Kyler Murray went. Kyler Murray was in his bag, man.
Bro, how did y'all win the game? Look, I went on.
We just
Twitter,
got heart.
No, I went on.
We got heart. G-Day, we got heart.
I seen Cleveland scored their touchdown with 1:55 left on the clock, but y'all won. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Say,
yeah. Today a good day, man. I got a good guest, man. Got my boy Tyzy in the building. Oh, I need to send this tweet out, man. So all the Beaumont people can pull up.
Hey, I know this. I just gotta ask this question. I know this is a basketball question. I'm gonna ask this one football question though. If y'all was Lamar Jackson, right, would y'all sit out until they paid y'all, till they paid you what you wanted? Like,
yeah, that's a good point. Do you sit out now though? Like what? Well, I guess
what else
do
you need
yourself,
to see?
right?
Like I'm making Rashard Bateman and other dudes look like other worldly receivers. Like what else do you need to see? Give me my money, because I could go out next week and blow my knee out and then I don't got nothing. Like, or you could be like Trey Lance, broke his ankle today, done for the season. Like,
that's tough.
Pay my money, bro.
That's tough.
Yeah, Coach Velas, Coach Woods,
the weekend though.
Coach Marissa Smith. What's going on, man? What's going on, Jalen? Man, just shouting everybody out, man.
Nah, don't, Jalen. You should be on the show, Jalen. I'm calling you out, Jalen. Get on the show, man. Come on the show.
Before we get heavy into it, man, just want to tell everybody, whatever platform you watch, make sure you share, like it, retweet it, love it. Whatever it is, before we dig into today's episode, shot clock is going down. We got some guests that's going to come on today. The King No Crown, what you're talking about, Willis. We're going to dig a little bit into this preseason jam. It was a good weekend. You know me, still the same old. Oh, man. Rob done got kicked off, man. Forgot to pay his internet bill.
Boy, that work Wi-Fi whooping his butt.
Oh, what you do? Rob changed devices, boy.
Wi-Fi. Haha, you wish.
Oh, boy, I gotta say, I got 2 laptops, boy. Computer on computer. Yeah, boy. Computer on computer. Washington Ave. Whoa. There's only 2 things on Washington Avenue.
Miss Smith kicking it.
Racism and liquor. That's all on Washington Avenue. Racism and liquor. That's it.
Miss Smith kicking it, man. Oh, man. 7:15. We already ran the ad, so don't need to run it again until we get into right before our next segment.
Hey, y'all know who
Go ahead.
Is, right?
That's Coach Woods, right? Ken Dean.
Ken Dean, yeah.
Ken Dean.
That's spam. I told y'all about that spam, man. Hey, man, you guys had a great event yesterday. Why y'all in here so humble? Hey, man, people were tweeting me. I guess they thought like I was a part of that. Nah,
yeah, we was
taking
talking
credit.
We talking about that. Hey man,
I told you, G-Day. I told you earlier. I told you earlier.
I didn't know. Somebody texted me and was like, "Can you put an event?" Like, no, why?
Hell.
Then I looked on Twitter and it was everybody. Nah, dudes don't need me to do successful stuff, man. That was a great job. Y'all had a high level concession stand, great games, 3 courts, on time, got officiating, like real officiating. It was legit, man. It was legit.
Yeah, we had them three referees on the court. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, great job.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, man. Take pride to make sure things is done correctly, man. That's it, man. Just want things to be done right, man, and make sure that the coaches enjoy it. They're able to see what they need to see from their high school players. Able to start fixing things early in advance. I'm not gonna spill it all. We got a guest coming on. He could tell you. We got 2 guests coming on, matter of fact, and they can both tell. They can both speak on it from existence. From their takes.
It's always one, boy. It's always one, boy.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead. They're supposed to be my dude. That's crazy, man. That's like what they used to be, boy.
But no, I just real quick. I just wanted to talk about the world of scouting and money, and so a lot of people associate if you're a scout, then you have a lot of money. I don't know why they do. That's just what everybody associates it with. So, I like to do research. I like to dig. I like to study things. And so just on the high school level, and this is mainly from people who own their own scouting services, the average income, this is the average. I don't know what it was taken out of how many people, but just the average income is like $30,000 a year. That's not a lot of money.
Wait, what is this? This is the average scout income?
Yes, for high school, like with paid subscriptions and everything.
And where you get these stats from?
I be doing some digging, research.
$17.
And so if you break it down to, let's say that's your 9 to 5 and you're working 40 hours a week, you basically getting paid like $17 an hour.
But okay, because I'm going.
So this is the average. So that means some people are making way more than that, and then that means there are people who's making way less than that. In order for like 30K to be, that's a high school average. And so a lot of people, what they do is they just type in basketball scout and they'll pull up like NBA scouts who's making 6 figures. And that's not always true for all high school scouting services. I would say that.
Do NBA scouts make 6 figures though? I don't think
some
do they?
I think some do. I'm not all.
Experience.
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Like that one, I didn't search, but I know that's what people just having conversation with random people. When they always Google it, because people like to measure you by your money. They try to put a status on you in that manner, and so they always be like, man, well y'all making 6 figures. I wish I was, honestly. That'd be nice. But that's not the case, and not a lot of people who own those type of services are making that type of money off of their services. And I just wanted to put that out there publicly, just so people can see that it's not really, a lucrative business that people think it really is when you're getting into it, man.
So basically, you're tired of people.
Whoa,
asking you for stuff for free, or you tired of people trying to get in the events, or have you work for free? Is what you're
I mean, people always want stuff for free, man. But they always wanted to go pay somebody else. But they always want stuff for free from certain people. That's just the nature of what it is and how things are, man. But no, Mr. Dudes is wilding out, man.
Dude's about to get blocked. What is he talking about on a Sunday?
Okay, so Todd, you said that that referees. He said, I mean, scouts can make more than 400,000 a year in the NBA levels. I mean, that's where I need to be at.
That's impressive. That's more than some of them coaches.
Yeah,
Who? That's Danny Ewing just got the scouting job for the Lakers. I'm about to say somebody from the
yeah,
city just got the.
yeah. D King said he was the number one evaluator in the
Oh,
city,
without a
man.
doubt. Without a doubt.
I asked him what's number two, man.
It's a feel y'all tied. It's a feel y'all tied, man. But
Then you put up the
know,
dude who didn't even win the game. Tragic.
Rookie of the year.
Who is that? Elijah
Rookie
Moore?
of the year. That's Gary Wilson, boy. Get yourself together.
Elijah Moore? Oh, you disrespect the people on your team.
Get yourself together. Gary Wilson, rookie of the year, man.
No, Woods, we wasn't paying big money, man. We just want to make sure that the referees was treated right and the teams as well, man.
Whoa, what dude's
Get
talking
a good
about,
feel,
man?
man.
Hey, man.
Just want to make sure everybody got a good feel from
Oh,
the
you just
event, man.
saying that?
We gotta start suspending guys.
For
We gonna
real,
suspend viewers.
Mr. Deuce.
Come on.
I mean, I know
man.
Mr. Dudes always be cutting up, man.
Unfiltered, man.
Unfiltered.
But that's all that I had. And then fall ball. It's a lot of fall ball leagues. If y'all haven't, y'all can go over to bsjscouting.com. It's on the main page. We got the Kempner League up there, the High Tower League up there, the Peyto League up there. There's another league up there too. I'm missing.
I just seen a new one, man. I seen
Off the top of my
the
head.
TJ Ford League.
Yeah, TJ Ford having a fall league.
Interesting.
Alodia starts Tuesday. They're gonna be at Loetta.
Okay. And so it's a lot of fall leagues that's going on. Yeah, Dobie Fall League. That's the one I got on the website. My bad, Coach Paul. Dobie Fall League. And so it's a fall league almost in any neck of the woods out there. Get out there, go check out some early preseason basketball. Kind of get a semi gauge because once the season starts, things shift. I've seen teams be phenomenal in fall ball, and then when the season hits, totally different aspect, especially when football players start coming back to teams. That changes a lot of dynamics as well. Y'all got anything y'all want to touch on before we get to guests and all the other stuff? Go ahead.
Just want to say thank you to everybody who supported my wife's concession stand and everything, all the good comments about the tamales and everything like that. Truly appreciate it.
Man, what else y'all have at the concession stand, man?
Oh, the Frito Pie was lit too, though. The Frito Pie was good. That sold out as well. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was telling me, "Oh, we gonna do Frito Pie." I was like, "Babe, I don't know if everybody gonna be feeling the Frito Pie the way you cook it, like with ground beef, beans, lettuce, tomatoes. Like that's different. You know what I'm saying than what most people used to when they say Frito Pie. But everybody liked it. Everybody liked it. So.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I got some tamales. I don't know how to eat. I didn't know how to eat them, bro. I was finna eat the whole thing.
He was eating the husk.
I never had tamale, bro.
You old block dudes. Y'all are
old block. Hey, old block.
God.
Hey, I never had a tamale before.
Quita just said, y'all Midwest people don't like the shit. Didn't know how to eat it either. I said, bro, y'all funny. Like, that's crazy.
I never had no tamale. I was really about to buy it. They was like, what you doing? I said, I'm finna eat this tamale, bro. I was like,
oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You gotta take it off. I said,
you eat the shell on your shrimp too?
No.
So my little brother do that. He different. So he different.
I can't do that.
That's what I can say. Hey man, Rob gave my son tried to give my son 7 pounds of candy.
Hey man, look.
My son hold on. My son ate 1 bag of freaking Gushers.
He wouldn't even share with me.
Bag of sour snakes. And he has some cookies in his backpack that he packed because he always got to have a snack when we go to the gym. Dude passed out before we can get on 45. My son almost was in a diabetic coma, bro.
He didn't even take. Look, I tried to slip him another bag of the Gushers when we was looking at the Katie Jordan game. He was like,
No, he already know, man.
Hey man, look, I can't help it, bro. Hey, I done told y'all before. I'm unmatched when it comes to that, man. You ever need something, the concession stand run out, you see me with the San Antonio Spurs backpack, I got you.
Definitely
man.
got some
I
snacks.
got it in there, man. I'm Mr. Got it on me, man. I got you, man. Tap me on my shoulder.
In there with less than 20 grams of sugar in it, too. That's crazy.
Hey man, I got a plethora of food, man. Snacks, should I say? I got it.
That is insane, man.
Man, I only asked him for one gummy worm. He wouldn't even give me one, bro. Like,
nah, he only share with women. He's crazy.
Hey,
yeah. If a woman asks him, he gonna let her get it. We gotta work on that.
Shout out to the baller plug too, man. My boy working hard on some stuff, man. But I want to start shouting him out every weekend on here. So shout out to the baller plug, man. He hard at work right now, man. He told me to tell y'all what's up, man.
Yes, sir.
Hard at work, show business.
Oh, hold on.
Boys got the 3 cameras on the back. I ain't even made it to that yet. That's crazy.
Man. Hey, Beto Roy just texted me, man. That's crazy. Hey, I'm excited about my guest, man. I heard I was fortunate enough to stand next to him during his game, and he's my coaching spirit animal. You know, I feel like we have a lot in common with our approach to kids. It was awesome, man. You know, I like it. So I'm excited. And I've seen some good stuff from his team. Definitely want to ask him about a few of his players. So I'm sure all of Bowman being here. So make sure you guys don't say anything bad about the 409, right?
Yeah, the 409.
Mr. Dude say I'm good in the 409. So
yeah. Make sure y'all share the show, man. We got special guests. Coach Taji. Coach Taji gonna slide through. And then Coach Jones is gonna slide through later from Katie Jordan as well. So make sure y'all share. We had Coach Woods on last week on here, dropping some gems. Mr. 360 Waves himself.
Yeah.
You know, he was lounged back talking to us like, hey man, don't worry, high tide, we're gonna be all right over here. So we appreciate Coach Woods for hopping on.
Yeah, Vargas.
Oh man, we got 3 Jet fans on here, man.
Yes, sir.
Wow, we found all 3 of the Jet fans in the whole metropolitan city of Houston.
He's from New York.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, I forgot he is from New York. Yeah.
Well, he had a long. Ain't Coach Boys, you done had a long.
He say it's a hair.
Coach Woods, it ain't no hair.
Man, stop it, man. Stop it, man. Stop it.
Help me.
Hey, question for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all see Patrick Beverly's video?
No.
I haven't seen it yet. Now you should have sent it to me, man. I would have put it on here.
On Twitter?
My man has a video of a celebration after he signed with the Lakers. Like, he just signed a max free agent deal. And he has this huge celebration and this big Lakers cake. He goes out to the club, and it's insane. It's insane. He's making me wish they suck right now because he's acting like he was the hottest free agent of the summer. It's crazy.
All right.
It makes no sense.
Hey man, look, I just want to put for the record, nobody would ever talk about Michael Jordan like that in an interview. That boy said, LeBron is playing with me. I made the playoffs last year. He did it. Are you serious? You think you finna talk to Jeffrey Jordan like that and then come in the arena, man? He gonna fry you. And that's why he the GOAT. Now let's go.
I think it was.
Why did you try to sneak that bullshit in?
I ain't trying to sneak nothing. I said that articulate, loud, and clear.
Bro,
I ain't trying to sneak nothing.
Hey, see how you be like? Why do you be trying to be so? Y'all just so disrespectful, dog.
No, he's so disrespectful. letting
Hey,
somebody letting
bro.
that peasant talk. He's supposed to be the king,
Bro,
man. Letting that
it
peasant
is,
talk to him
bro,
like that, man.
bro. It's called
What is
social
it
media,
called?
B.
What
Social
is it
media,
called?
bro. You don't know what people said about Jordan. They didn't have social media back then. You don't know what
They
they said
didn't
about
have
Kobe.
social media.
Like, come on, bro. Like
Yeah.
y'all
on,
be
man.
pressing the gas hard, bro. Like y'all be so disrespectful, bro.
Gassing.
Did it
Like
happen?
too hard, bro.
Did that
But
happen?
see, you know what? That's you. That's the modern day fans. Like y'all just everybody be so pressed for like headlines. It's crazy. Like it be clickbait headlines. Everything these dudes do now is like a story. I be seeing some of them Bleacher Report things, and it be so dumb. Like LeBron takes pictures with his kids. Like, why the hell do I need to know this?
But everybody would click on it.
Bro, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh, LeBron and Tatum at Draymond's wedding. Oh, exclusive. Bro, what is this sports or is this TMZ? Bro? Like, it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy. They act like these people just live in the gym.
What I said had everything to do with sports, though.
What does it have to do with sports?
He said
LeBron. LeBron's going to be
not say
LeBron. Hold on.
Oh my God. I'm done.
Again,
they're gonna jump on me. They're gonna try to attack me 2-on-1, so I'm done.
LeBron
they're not gonna let me make my point.
LeBron is still going to be the best player on the team. Patrick Beverly is still going to listen to whatever the hell he has to say. And he's going to still play his goddamn role. Yo, crazy. Just like D. King said. That's why he got excited about signing with the Lakers, nigga. Because he's playing with the king.
Hey, you
he is playing with the king, bro.
King.
I ain't gonna get. I'm not. Look. I just need 2 seconds, G. I know we got guests. Can I ask a question that get answered, please? I'm not gonna get loud. When he was on First Take, right? Didn't he say if the Lakers had me, they would make the playoffs, whatever? You don't think LeBron called up my man and say, "Hey, go sign Patrick Beverly"?
So let me ask you a question.
You ain't answer my question. You didn't answer my question.
I'm finna answer. So let me ask you a question, and I like answering questions with questions. Maybe
Why?
he did, because here you go. Maybe he did call Pat Beverly. Maybe he did call him. But that does not take away how good LeBron is. LeBron is a person who still understands I need pieces to win. Why is he getting? Oh, hold on.
Said he wasn't good though.
Okay, but hold on. Stop.
Hey,
Hold on. But what everybody killed LeBron about is the fact that he is openly honest about, hey, I need guys to win. Again, it's a different day and age. Jordan didn't have to pick his team. The coaches, the GMs, they did that. In this day and age, people go play with players. They can give a damn about who the coach, who the GM. They go play with players. So at the end of the day, you are basically trying to knock this man because of one other man basically saying if he had me, maybe he would have went to the playoffs. Maybe you're right. But what does that have to do with goddamn LeBron? He is still the greatest basketball player in the world. He is still the greatest all-around basketball player to touch the game. Again, you heard all around. Again, all around. There's a difference. So
I didn't hear what you said.
I said he's the greatest all-around basketball
player.
All
around. Okay, I just wanted you to say it one more time.
Yeah,
Hey, we got the King, no crown up next, and after that, we got what you talking about, Willis, man.
What's the deal, people? It's my second installment of D King No Crown. Today I got a special guest. There you go. Decked out. Damn, what decked out. I ain't never seen that hoodie before. That's a new one. We ain't never seen that. I got Coach Tyzer, the head coach at Nimitz High School, head boys basketball coach at Nimitz High School. Tyzer, what's going on, man? How you feeling today?
What's good, bro, man? I ain't too good today, man. My 49ers got a win, man.
Not Trey Lance. No, stop it, man. You ain't that shit by that, man.
Nah, man. That number 10, man, I can't even say his name. He's so bad, man. It's gonna be a long season for me, man.
Come on, man. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. I'm sure. Well, nah, y'all won't have a better season than us, but I wish you the best. I wish you the best.
Your 1 point win, man. I'm proud of
Hey,
you.
man, we take it. Alabama celebrated last week. Hey, let's move on to this interview. All right, Taji, you went to Beaumont Ozen. Right, graduated 2001, undefeated season in high school as a player. That's almost kind of unheard of, right? I can only remember what 2 teams doing that in recent years. That was the Milby team, I believe, and then you guys, right? Or am I missing one?
Actually, it was a special season because the same year we went undefeated, TJ and Willow Ridge went undefeated the same year.
That's it. Yeah.
And TJ and them won't tell you the story about the preseason, but we actually beat them at the buzz at the preseason. So we got the bragging rights of the only team to beat that Willow Ridge dynasty, man. But that was a great team, man.
So just give us a look back. There was no social media back then, right? It was magazines, newspapers, word of mouth, really, right? Describe those games because Beaumont Ozen isn't around anymore. Just explain the tradition of Beaumont Ozen and like the atmosphere of some of y'all games that y'all have.
So Ozen really came from a school called Beaumont Hebert, which was a powerhouse back in the 80s. My coach, Coach Butte, who was at Beaumont Westbrook now, my mentor, got me into coaching, gave me my first coaching job out of college. So my first year at Ozen was the actual first year it was open. And it was just 9th and 10th graders. And then the second year was 11th graders and the third year, 12th graders. So my senior year of 01 was the first full 4-year class. And that was what was so special about that because we were fairly new. And we were able to, take our lumps, man. We lost a bunch. The year before we actually should have went to state. We lost to Thomas Jefferson out of Port Arthur on the last second free throw, and they ended up losing in the state semifinal. Mm-hmm. And then I'll never forget, man, laying on that floor crying. This is when regionals was in Lamar, and Coach Butte said, "Remember that feeling." And man, that whole offseason, man, we just kind of locked in. We played together so much, man. We knew each other, like the back of our hands, man. And everybody remembers Perk, but Perk was a sophomore that year.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up.
And so, man, that year we went, we made an amazing run, went 36-0. I could tell you a little bit about the season or whatever, man. We started off like ranked number 18 in the state, like 3rd or 4th game of the year. We play Kuntz, who was number 1 in their division, in their class, and we beat them. And then we play Port Arthur Lincoln, who was number 2 in the state class, and we went to what they used to call the Beehive.
The Beehive. I heard about that Beehive, man.
Yeah, Beehive, man, nothing like it. Standing room only. We went in there and smacked them around real good, man. And that's when we really, really knew we had something special. And the rest is history, man.
Yeah. So you mentioned Kendrick Perkins. I was gonna get to that, but that was a great job, by the way. So you mentioned Kendrick Perkins playing with him. I think we all I seen Kendrick Perkins, I think, late in high school. I seen him at the Academy tournament. I want to say that might have been his senior year, right? When he played the Academy tournament, a few games. Playing with that guy, being an older guy with a guy who I'm sure you kind of had a feeling would be a professional, right? Like what was that experience like? Because I'm sure that at some point he became the go-to guy, right? So what was that experience like, being a role player and playing with a pro, but at the same time being an older person and being a leader on that team?
So my relationship with Kendrick, and Beaumont is a small town, man. So we were, like what it says on my shirt, like we were truly family. Like his grandmother had a house that was about a block away from the school. When I tell you, probably about 500 square foot total, and it'll be 4 or 5 of us laying in 1.5 beds together, kicking it. Like we were really family. As a sophomore, I remember when Kendrick first came to Ozen in his 9th grade year, Coach Butte would have him and I play 1-on-1, and I would kick his butt, man. I would kick his butt, and I would talk crap to him, and Butte would say, "Just just keep on talking, Rito. He coming. And I knew he was coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that was my big brother role to him. And so by the time he got to the 10th grade, man, because Kendrick was a shooter coming into high school. He didn't want to be in the paint. When I tell you 3-pointer, that's all he did, shoot threes. And Coach Butte got him to buy into getting onto the block. And man, he accepted his role. A lot of people think Kendrick averaged 40 points a game that year, man. Our team was really, really deep, man. We had a guy by the name of Keena Young, went to BYU, was WAC player of the year. I think it was a WAC back then. My point guard, Michael Thomas. Brandon Chappelle went to Lamar. He came off the bench. We had a guy named Albert Marshall. He was all-state. Myself, you know, man, like I said, so we won in 01. They lost one game in 02, which was the state championship against Chris Bosh, and they lost 2 games in 03. So I think in 3 years, Kendrick went like 96-3. So
that's crazy.
we had
winning.
when we beat Kuntz, Coach Todd Sutherland wrote something in the paper, and I'll never forget. He said, the starting 5 is number 1 in the state, but the bench is probably number 5. Like, that's how deep we were. Like, we were really, really, really deep. But as far as Perk, man, Perk was really unselfish. He played his role. My year, he was more so of, you know, shot blocker, rim protector, finished in the paint. You know, we all he led the team in scoring, but, you know, the whole starting 5 averaged between 9 and 15 points. It was not like one person averaging 30. Now, when it got to the state championship game, the semifinal game, I think we played a team called Hereford, and I think we had 54 points. Perk had 36 of them. They couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
And my thing was, man, I wanted to get that ring, and I fed him. Man, I had 11 assists and no shot attempts. I didn't care. You know what I mean? And so it was just we were, and that's why, like, as a coach, you know, I know how I played as a player, like whatever it took to win. And as a coach, when you see some of these kids who don't understand that mentality of whatever it takes to win and be selfless, we'll all enjoy success with winning. It's kind of difficult, but, you know, I'm trying to navigate through it, man.
And see, you just took you went too far. You just took my next segment, man. You're doing my job for me. But I didn't want to skip that far, but we can go ahead and get to that part then, right? No, you played at Sam Houston, right? You spent some time at Sam Houston, played there. But so to go into my question, you as a player on a really good team with really good players, an NBA player, how has that helped you translate your message? Because in the stops that you have been successful. You've done 2 turnaround jobs at the school you were at, as Hampshire Fournette, and now at Nimitz. How has that helped you and helped you get your message across to the kids about the team first mentality and the most important thing in winning?
It's crazy, man, because I don't know if you saw that clip that's floating around of Draymond Green talking about people being stars in their roles, and there's not that many stars on a team. And I learned that early, man. I learned that, man, I was never the most athletic. I was never the best shooter. I could defend every position, but I always prided myself on being the smartest person on the floor. I don't think I've ever played basketball with somebody smarter than me on a basketball court. Yeah. So I knew I'm just being real. And you can ask anybody around 409, like, to this day, right now, D. King, with no cartilage in my knees and a pinched nerve and bulging disc, I can go make winning plays on a basketball court. Like, because some things just don't leave, you know? And so to get to your question, it's about being a star in your role. And I don't like to sound cliche, but, you know, if I'm not a shooter and I can make the extra pass to a shooter, well, I've made the winning play. You know, I learned early about the hockey assist. These kids don't know anything about a hockey assist. A lot of these coaching don't even know about hockey assists, to be honest with you. And those are the assists that a true point guard, you know, really prides himself on. I get off the ball and it leads to somebody else getting the assist. And so just being a star in your role, man, you know, some games I would have 20, some games I would have 4, you know, but I would defend every game. I would rebound. I would, you know, be vocal. You know, I led by example. I worked hard. You know, same thing at Sam, man. I played with some great guys, man. Eddie Barlow, you know, was coaching at Yates, freaking amazing. My guy Donald Cole, who's still playing overseas. I don't know how old Cole is now. Cole got to be 43. He just had a little Hall of Fame induction at Sam this weekend, man. But Chris Jordan, head coach at Hitchcock, Marcus Ebo, who was at Goose Creek. Like we had
Ebo, what now? Ebo, hold on real quick. Ebo always tell me he was nice. Ebo was nice.
Nice, man.
I ain't trying to hear it, man. Ebo light skin with real good hair. He got more waves than Coach Wood. Ebo couldn't be nice like that, man. I hope nobody let Ebo kill him.
Ebo was Jason Kidd, D King. I'm talking about consummate point guard, always like big, knew how to use his body. You look at him, you like, how is he getting it done? But he just got it done. Ebo was super nice, man. We had some talent, and Coach Marlin, man, over there, he's at a ULL now, tough-nosed coach, man. And but again, man, it's all about being able to fit in your role. But these kids and social media, like you said earlier, man, we didn't have all the social media stuff. You know what I mean? I wasn't even on Facebook or whatever back then. But these kids and these parents, man, it's all about me. With the AAU, it's not about winning. And I watched Jalen Lowe dispel all that crap this year about it's not about winning. Because if he didn't win, he's always had that talent. But by him winning, he was able to display that talent in front of the right people. So whenever you take the dynamic of winning out of it, man, it destroys the beauty of the game, man. And so, again, man, like what I would tell you as far as, how I try to put our kids is just, again, man, being a star in your role, because everybody's not going to be a 20-point-a-game scorer. But I don't know a coach in the world that don't want to put somebody on the floor that's going to rebound, that's going to be vocal, that's going to make defensive rotations, that's going to take a charge, that's going to block out. Those are the kids we love.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Last year was your first year at Nimitz, right? Nimitz has always had talent. We've said Nimitz is really one of the best jobs in the city because you're always going to have an abundance of athletes at that school, right? It's been that way for a really long time. Nimitz has a tradition of having really good basketball players, from Cartier Martin to who else? Aldrich Reynolds, who's the coach at MacArthur. Just a number of really good basketball players. So you stepping into that role from a really, like I said, some disappointing years at Nimitz, right? Considering the type of talent that they had. You stepping into that role your first year. What was the first thing that you did to turn that program over? What was the first thing you did and tried to instill to turn that program over?
So at that time, D King, I was living in Pearland, where I live now. I was working at Hampshire Finette, which is an hour-and-a-half drive. And when I got the job at Nimitz, I was driving from Pearland to Hampshire Finette and to Nimitz after school every day.
You got a hybrid? What you got?
No,
you got a no way. No.
And I was having open gym. And I was, because all the kids were gone. They all were transferring. They all were going to transfer to these different schools. I don't want to say the names, but I know the names of the schools and the coaches that was recruiting them. But, they were all leaving. And so my job was to say, hey, man, give me a chance. And I looked them all in their face, and I told them we would make the playoffs. And they laughed. They kind of, whatever. You know how they nonchalant. But I did the same thing at Hampshire Finette. And one thing I don't think is the year before I got the Hampshire Finette job, I was at a school called Lumberton, probably 99% white. And I think I was probably the first assistant coach there, African-American. And we went to the playoffs for the first time in like 50 years. You know what I mean? And so I'm no stranger to stepping into something that nobody believes can be successful. And so when I got there and I told those kids we're gonna make the playoffs, they kind of looked at me and like whatever, this dude telling me whatever. But they saw me every day. I was opening the gym. Kids like Ashton Smith was coming to the gym. Other kids that used to go to Nimitz were now coming to the gym, the open gym. And so I was able to say, get the kids in the gym and just kind of show them my work ethic. And it was more so me just kind of connecting with the parents and letting them know, like, this is who I am. You know, what I say to you is what I mean. And, you know, I don't know how to be any other way. And if you trust your kid with me, we're going to have some success. Now, when I started looking on the huddle, I looked at the year before, they had 6'7" and 6'6", and the year before 6'9", 6'9". I walk in there, my tallest kid is 6'4". We playing 6'8" basketball.
Where the height go?
You know what I mean? But they bought in, and you know, we had the season that we had, and you know, I'm very proud of those kids, and I appreciate those parents for believing in me.
Definitely. All right. So this year, I don't think, how many guys did you graduate from last year's team?
Well, I actually graduated 2 kids, and one, you know, can't, you know, he's not eligible to play with us this year. So he, you know, I think he went to prep school. He wasn't eligible to play again in public school. Okay, so we lost 3 kids off that team, and but I'm returning my 3 juniors who basically all 3 started for me as sophomores, and freshmen who started for me last year, and you know, the rest of the kids are, you know, basically sophomores. And
so,
you know,
I'm go ahead.
Go ahead.
So when you have a lot of returners, I thought you were returning 4 of your 5 starters, but you said 3. So you're returning a big chunk of last year's team that's coming back. And I'm sure you have a few guys who were on the bench last year, you know, some guys returning. You have a lot of guards, and you have guards who had some pretty successful summers. What's the biggest thing that Nimitz is going to have to do this year to continue last year's success? I know the district isn't the same, right? Well, it is the same, but a few guys have left the district. Westfield was really good in that district last year, right? And they lost several guys from that team. So what does Nimitz have to do to repeat again? I'm picking y'all for first place in district. I'm just letting you know. I know you hate it. Sorry, buddy. That's just what it is. What do y'all got to do to get it done in that district and try to make a deep playoff run?
Man, so, you know, I'm real big on film study. Like, man, I probably watch, if I'm playing a team, I'm probably going to watch 5 to 7 hours. And I know it sounds crazy. Whatever film I can get on a team, I'm going to know them just as good as they know themselves. And I do the same thing with my team. So to answer your question, we have to become a better rebounding team, and we have to take care of the ball. As a coach, you're a coach, man. So you know, I can't stand turnovers. I can't stand turnovers because you can't score. I'll take a bad shot over a turnover. You know, at least it has a chance of going in. To make you happy, we're gonna play really, really fast this year,
yes,
brother.
Sir. Let's go. Yes, sir.
You used to be mad at
hey, man, I was on you that first year. Y'all was scoring like 45 points. I remember I got on the show, and I said it. Then I think you got on the next week, and you was like, "D King, how fast you want us to play, man? We just scored 50 something."
But you know, again, man, like, you know, this is my first true off season with the kids, man. We had a heck of a summer. I mean, 100% participation in the summer. We got on the weights. These kids have probably never lifted in their life. We run a mile, you know, we run our under 6-minute mile twice a week. These are things that these kids are not used to. And so they're starting to understand the things that it takes. Because I said, if y'all want to play fast, coach, we want to play fast. Well, you got to be in shape. If you want to play fast, you got to defend. You got to defend. It's hard to play fast taking the ball out the net. You got to get stops. You got to get turnover. And so the 3 things that I would say that we need to improve on to get to where I want to go is we got to take care of the ball, we got to rebound the ball, and we got to make shots, man. You know, we just have to make shots. You know, I'm going to encourage them to shoot the ball. You know, you got an open shot, you take it. You know what I mean? And if you don't, you sit. That's just what it is. You know, and I would love a coach to tell me if I'm open, shoot the ball,
shoot that thing. Sure.
You know what I mean? And so, but you know, there are going to be some games where it's going to be teams that we can't run against, and then there go my coaching. I put my coaching hat on, and then we'll play a different style. But I pride myself in teaching the kids the game as opposed to trying to teach them plays. Just teach them how to play the game, and then the plays will come. You know what I mean? And so these kids are slowly learning how to actually play the game and make reads. And it's a process, especially when you're dealing with a bunch of kids who don't have varsity experience. And even the ones that do have varsity experience from last year, it's 1 year, you know, and we had kids like Kentrell Royston last year who scored a lot of points for us. a kid that I kind of forced to play big and end up winning Defensive Player of the Year, McGrover O'Dilly. He was a big part of our team, man. So between those two, man, I was like 40% of our scoring. So that means, you know, my three juniors, JT, Javoris Thompson, Eric Woods, Dominique Samuel, and my sophomore, Elias Hood, those guys were really, really integral in what we did last year. They're going to all have to, you know, step their games up.
No, definitely. See, man, you are really doing my job for me. I was gonna ask you to give me some names of some guys, but you've definitely done that. I seen Elias a lot. I think I hit you about him as well this summer, playing with the Hoops 15 for a little while, and I like what I saw from him. He represented you guys really well, being tough, being real physical, guarding the basketball, finishing strong at the rim. I seen you, so this is my last thing. Yesterday, I was able to stand by you on the sideline, right? You made me feel really good about my coaching style because you definitely reflected that same thing. One of the biggest things you were on your guys about was rebounding that basketball, right? And I saw something from some of your players that I don't see from a lot of players, right? The coaches, you're getting on their ass. Rebound the ball. You don't rebound, you come out. Several times those guys said, my bad, coach. Hey, my bad. You're right. My bad. No, never once did any of the kids ever try to, you know, like back before smack the teeth go now. Mr. Dews had a great question. It said, what's your main ingredient in quickly turn around a program? That goes into my next question. How long has it taken, and how were you able to get that into those guys like that being able to respond to the tough coaching and tough criticism? Because nowadays kids and parents will consider that as, you know, always disrespecting my son, always hard on my son, oh, coach don't like my son. And I seen after the game, all of your parents were huddled around your post-game talk to your kids, and it wasn't nice at all. You know, and I didn't see or hear any parents rebuttal. So for my last thing, how has that been, instilling that into your program in only your second year and getting those guys to buy into that?
Well, D. King, man, I'm glad you said that because it wasn't always like that. You know what I mean? Parents ready to take their kids ready to leave because my expectations are higher than most people. You know, they were used to losing. So let's just roll the balls out there and let us play. That's the mentality around there. I don't operate like that. I don't sleep well if I lose. I don't want to lose in marbles. Like I just said, I just lost my freaking starting quarterback like I own the 49ers. And I'm sick to my stomach right now. I don't like to lose at anything. And so we went through our ups and downs, man. We started the season off really well last year. Went to Beaumont, lost some really close games. We entered district. We went to the VIPE tournament, won a couple of close games, lost some games. We entered district 10-10, and I got parents. They don't like me. They think I'm being mean to their kids. The kids don't understand why I'm so tough. But by the time we go get 10 wins in district and we win a playoff game for the first time in 11 years, everybody like, oh, I get it. You know, so this wasn't something that just happened overnight. It was definitely a process. And those kids saying, my bad, coach, it was a process because they know I do not like excuses. I do not like excuses, man, because it's always a way to get things done. And the word I use to my kids all the time is accountability. It's on every door in Nimitz Gym. Before you point the finger at somebody else, what could you have done better? And I do the same thing with myself. You know, I ask my assistant coaches all the time, like, what could I have done, man? Did I make the right calls? And if they can't hold me accountable, I don't want these guys. I don't want those coaches around me or the players. So I want like-minded people around me, whether it's coaches, players, and parents, man. So at the end of the day, the last thing I'll say to you on that, D. King, is when you're turning around a program or you're trying to just come into a program, even a program that was already successful, if the kids don't believe in you as a person, it don't matter how much basketball you know. They have to be able to believe in you as a person. And all of y'all have been around me. Who I am is who I am. I don't change. Like, I'm going to be a genuine person. Man, I'm going to show love to everybody, but I'm passionate about what I do. And if people don't like me because I'm passionate, I'm not going to be apologetic for being passionate, man. That's just who I am.
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Taji, I appreciate it, man. They said I went overtime. I didn't care. We did a great conversation. No, I was just playing. I thought we started a little late, but it's great, man. We covered everything. I feel like we should cover. Again, I appreciate it. You're my second guest. That's still a part of history, man. All right. But I got one last question for you. Preseason jam, man. Tell us about your experience at the preseason jam. How did you like it? I'm proud of my guys. I feel like they did a really good job with that event, man. That was some really good stuff. So just give us a recap. How did you like it? I think I took G-Day's job, right? You was gonna do that, G?
I was, but it's cool. It's good.
He's feeling himself, G-Day. He like the black Bob Costas right now.
Bob Costa. Oh no, that's Brian Gumble. My bad.
No, D King Brian Gumble, man.
Hey, but man, I'm telling you, man, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, fellas, man. Me and G-Day had a conversation on my way out. I know y'all all learning me, but G-Day can kind of see the kind of person I am by what I recognize. That's between me and G-Day what I recognize. We had a conversation about. But first thing I want to say, the facilities was amazing. I thought y'all picked an amazing location. I'm not just saying it because it was close to Nimitz, but Louetta is just so far from everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So God did a great job of putting that into y'all lap, or y'all working on that, man. That was amazing. The second thing I'll say, the teams and the people that y'all brought there, to have that many people in that location. I'm saying there was so many people. It was packed. Like, no altercations, no referee problems, no coaches getting into it. You don't see this in gyms. Like, you don't see this in basketball gyms. That's a testament to what you guys are doing, man. Like, y'all did an amazing job. Next thing, the concession stand. Even though I'm on my diet, dog, I swear, if I wasn't on my diet, I would kill the concession stand. I ain't gonna lie to you. It took everything in my power not to stop with that concession stand. I gotta be top two concession stands I done seen in any event, man.
Hey, bring that diet part back. What I said to you when I seen you yesterday, first time. What I said to you.
D King looked at me again. He said, "Man, you done lost some weight?" I said, "Yeah, I've been in the gym." But what I didn't tell you is, I need one of y'all. I'm gonna get Sloan to style me. I want to have him Sloan. You know what I'm saying? I want to dress like Sloan on the sideline because I got to compete with Coach Butte from Aldine with his suits. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, just don't wear that fit Sloan had 2 weeks ago, all right? This weekend Sloan was on it. My boy bounced back, yeah. Like a true outside G, man.
Hey, man, I really think y'all, the last thing I'll say about the event this weekend, y'all did an amazing job. I don't know if y'all just got lucky, but y'all did an amazing job of matching up the teams. There was some very games. Like, I know some of them games y'all might not expect it to be good, but I'm telling you, there was some very good games, man. Like, I'm a fan of basketball, so somebody made me get up there at 9 o'clock in the morning. I ain't saying no names, G-Day and Rob, but I love y'all. So my evening went from 1 to 3 from 9 to 3, but I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I got to watch basketball, and I was able to see, man, different styles, different kids, not all these quote unquote high ranked kids playing basketball the right way. You know what I mean? Some of them didn't even have a coach on the bench, and they were still playing basketball the right way. And it just goes to show you that, man, it's a lot of talent in the city, and a lot of these kids don't even they playing for the name on the front of their jersey, man. And it's high school season now, and that's what it's supposed to be about.
No, it is. And I'm not a bragger, man. This is crazy because, man, Coach Ann was just talking about this, but I do take pride in my being first place in evaluations. Even though D King said he's the best evaluator, I still feel I'm the best. And so I use like my evaluations of players as well as my evaluations of coaches, because I watch y'all and the way that y'all coach too. And then I try to match up who I feel it would be best to play against each other. And so I feel like those matchups have been really good, really competitive games. Some went a little, sideways in the other games, but it still was good. It was, but it was still good for the kids. It was still good for the kids, though, and good for programs. So we can go back to drawing boards. Go ahead.
you off. I am not that coach that want to stick his chest out when his kids win and don't say a word when his kids get whooped. Katie Jordan showed our kids that team basketball beats individual basketball, but I needed that. This is why I'm in this. This is why I do this fall stuff. I don't care about going undefeated in this. They need to learn. They have to learn that 1 ain't beating 5, 2 not beating, 4 not beating 5. And the way Katie Jordan played basketball, even having a young kid who transferred from Episcopal, he came in and fit right in to the system of what they were doing. Those kids, man, everybody played their role. Man, that kid, the number 3 kid, the number 23 kid, I don't think they hit the rim. That's how good they shot the ball. They didn't hit the rim. And the big kids didn't try to do anything they weren't supposed to do. I thought, man, I don't know their coach, but man, when y'all do talk to him, man, he doing an amazing job with those kids.
Hey,
and also,
yeah, we got him next for the next segment.
Let me get out of here, so I don't want to take the man time.
Before you go, we do have somebody wanted to ask you a question. They said ask you how you felt about Jimmy G being your quarterback again, man.
Hey man,
y'all didn't see his tweet, man. Y'all didn't see my man tweet.
Hey man,
hey, that's a 30-minute conversation right there, boy.
Been a 49er fan since I was 5 years old. So I'll tell y'all my age. I'm 39, so that's 34 years if my math is correct. I have never been disappointed after a win in my life until today. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna sleep well tonight. I'm be honest with you, because Trey's gone for the season. He done. Because our coach want to play him like he a fullback and running him up the middle on power, and then as soon as Jimmy G gets in the game, they throwing the ball every play. I'm like, this don't look right, man. This don't look right. So Rob, our little
I know it's over with. It's over with. I already know. I wasn't even gonna say that. I already know. Look, when I woke up and seen it, I was like, yeah, that's done.
Y'all still gonna beat the Chargers.
I don't know that man personally, but I've never disliked an athlete as much as I dislike Jimmy. I don't want to say his name. Number 10 for the 40.
Hey. But Coach Taji, we do appreciate you for hopping on, man, and dropping some gems with us, man. And we wish you the best this season. And I ain't gonna tell you what I got y'all picked, man. And I know you don't want to be picked number 1, but I'm sure that you're gonna finish with the preseason picks wise
Everybody
overall.
got you first. Don't let him. Don't let him fool you. Don't let G-Day fool you. Hey, Taji, if he don't have you first, my statement is correct. I am the best evaluator. If he don't have you first.
Hey, I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all boys. Man, I know y'all Rob told me I could come on. G-Day told me I could come on, man. I'm a big fan of the show. This is my favorite show, man. Y'all on the Joe Budden podcast. So y'all getting up there, man. I've been watching that for years, man.
Oh, man, appreciate it.
Oh, that's going to put us on a high level. That Joe Budden podcast is tough.
I tune in every week, man, because I feel like I'm at home, with you guys, man. And y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Anytime y'all need something from me, let me know, man.
All right, appreciate you, Coach.
Later.
But that was Coach Taji, man. Shout out to Brian Gumble, D King, No Crown. With the great segment right there, man. Coming up next, we do got Coach Jones from Katie Jordan. That's Coach Taji just talking about. Yeah, another really good coach. So coming up next is what you're talking about, Willis. We're about to get to it. Let me hit the right button this time. Boom.
Got him! What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis?
What's good, Will? This Coach Anthony Willis, man. I gotta, I've been knowing this guy for a long time, man. We played against each other in high school basketball. What's good, Charlie?
What's going on, man? It's gonna be tough to follow up that segment right there, but I'm gonna try to do my best.
Hey, we got you. I got you. First, just to kind of, Charlie played 1 year at Blinn, played a year of U of H, 15 years coaching, did 6 years head coach at George Ranch, was regional finals in 2019, and then you went on to Katie Jordan 2020. First question I got for you, man, I enjoy it. First to say, man, I appreciate you, putting 2 teams in, in our tournament, man. That was just a great blessing for us as well. And I mean, I enjoyed watching your guys play. I didn't get a chance to really watch y'all play last year, but this year, just kind of knowing more about you guys and things like that. Y'all did very well this weekend, just even both teams. So just, first question I got for you was like, how was, your experience coaching at George Ranch? Because you was the second coach there after being open, correct?
Right. I mean, man, George Ranch is great to me and my family, man. It was a large school, but it had a small family feel. I was 25 years old when I got the job, so they gave a young coach an opportunity that most people don't get, and went to the regional finals in 2019. Be something that's always going to be special to me, and I still talk to my players. They're thriving in life right now. I talk to them, some of them every day. Noah Thomas and Devin Davis. We talk all the time, so it was a great time for me and my family.
That's good, man. So, with the fact that Katie Jordan just opened 3 years ago in 2020, this y'all third year. What has been your experience from year one to now for year three, being at Katie Jordan and being there for, a new school?
It's been fun. Growing up in Katy, going to Cinco Ranch, it was always one of my dreams to come back to Katy. Our administration, our coaches, the parents and players have been great, supported from day one. Anything we need, we ask parents for it. They take care of it. The kids are always hardworking. So it's been a great experience so far.
Great, great. My next question is so what are some differences or similarities from like George Ranch and Katy Joy, especially the fact that, you from Katy and things like that, George Ranch is kind of farther out 59. Like, is there any differences or similarities, coaching from, the two schools?
I mean, with the social media going on now, kids everywhere are the same, man. They all want to be special. They all want to be part of something great. So if you show your kids that you care and that you love them, and if they think you know what you're doing a little bit, they're gonna fight for you. They're gonna do whatever they need to do for you. So the kids are all the same, man. They just want you. They want a coach that's gonna be present. They want a coach that's gonna tell them the truth and be open with them. And so it's been good. If there was one difference that I could say, Katie's so big, so there's a lot more opportunities out here in Katy for kids to play. Everywhere you go, there's a gym. Every elementary school, every park, every neighborhood has a basketball goal. So there's just more places for kids to play.
Got you. So my next question for you is what are some positives or adversities that you have experienced being the first head coach at Katy Jordan and basically starting from scratch, like building a program from scratch?
The hardest part for me has been not having upperclassmen. The upperclassmen kind of tell the young kids, hey, if you do this in practice, Coach Jones is going to be upset. If you do this in practice, it's going to make it go a little bit easier. But luckily, like I talked about earlier, I got Noah Thomason and Devin Davis from our regional final team at George Ranch. They've been like the upperclassmen for my boys at Katy. So they call them, they talk to them, they help them out. But that's been one of the hardest things to do. It's hard to get kids nowadays to know how to practice. They need somebody above them to show them, hey, this is how hard you got to work. It's a long season. And just having young kids has been a little tough. But the best part of it is you get to start your own traditions. We get to start from scratch. You don't got to come in and try to change things, try to get kids to buy in. You got to do it our way or this is the way we're going to do it. So that's been a positive about opening up a new school.
Got you. I can relate to that because I went to A-Leaf Taylor and I was the first actual graduating 4-year class at A-Leaf Taylor. And I can say that was some of the hardest things. I think Coach Dunford had a lot of history, being at LSIG and everything like that. But I think for us as players, you're right. Like we had nobody to really like show us the way. So I think that's very important from that standpoint. I think, the amazing thing, I don't know if people know, y'all just moved up to 6A this year. That's big time. I think that's, something I know people kind of, look at as, 6A being the biggest, size of school. So for you now going to your third year, you know what I'm saying? And this is your first year having seniors, correct?
It's our first senior class, yes, sir.
Correct. So going to 6A and moving into a Katy district that has been good for a while now with powerhouses like Mady Creek, Seven Lakes, Katy Tompkins is still a good school. There's a lot of good schools in there. Katy Taylor, Moore Ranch. It's just a lot of schools. Like, what are some of your expectations this year, just kind of moving into that district again, Seco Ranch, knowing the fact that you're from Katy, and just with your guys, getting them to understand that actual level of that play.
No, it's gonna be tough, man. We got a lot of great coaches in Katy. They've been around for a long time. I kind of stay in the background. You got Coach Fobb out there. Everybody knows Coach Fobb. He's gonna be loud and he's gonna be screaming on the sideline. So the kids got to get used to that. You got the Mustang mob over there at Taylor. So it's gonna be a tough atmosphere for the kids. But that's part of high school. I think that's the fun part of high school, being able to experience playing in packed stands and just doing what we do in practice every day. And we don't really talk about. If anybody that knows me, me and all the coaches I talk to, we don't really talk about winning very much. I don't talk about winning with my kids. We just talk about we got to be better on Friday than we were on Monday. And if we're better on Friday than we were on Monday, usually the score takes care of itself. And if it doesn't, you just try to do the same thing again next week. So we're going to come into Katy. I wish we would have had another chance like Peyto got to do and play 4 or 5 years at 5A.
Yep.
Peyto got to make that run. But, this is what we were given. We got a big school. We got a lot of talented kids, great coaches. So we're going to try to do our best to make some noise this year in our first year.
Got you. So, again, D. King talked about your school. Taji, Coach Taji just talked about y'all. Y'all beat them this weekend. Man, again, first year with seniors, man, y'all are very deep. A lot of people don't know, like your team, you split. There's a lot of seniors that were on both of those teams that people don't even realize that wasn't really like a JV team. That was, you got a lot of seniors, that's on that team. So, and then you got Hawk that came in. Sean Mitchell was coaching one of your teams. That's actually one of your players who's injured right now. So they didn't even get a chance to see him play with the guards that you already have, that's already lined up. So who are some of, your key players this year and some of your expectations for those guys?
We have a great group of kids, man. They've all bought in. They know that it's about the team. Like we talk about team. And if we win, everybody's going to be successful. So we have some kids that know that get a little bit more recognition than others, had some great years. Like you said, Sean Mitchell, he tore his ACL in the second quarter of our playoff game last year. He was a newcomer of the year, averaged 16, 5 and 5 last year. But he'll be back in about 3 or 4 weeks. So that's going to help us out a lot. Trevor March is a kid that does all the dirty work for us. He was first team all district, averaged 14 and 10 last year. And not many people talk about him. He just gets the job done. Messias and Isaiah got a couple of D3 offers this summer. Like you said, we got some new faces. Jaden Holt came back, but Jaden was at our junior high. So it's easy for him to come fit right in because the kids know him. He's been around for a long time. Same with Tyler France. He was here as a freshman, moved away for 2 years, and now he's back. So it's not like it was an outsider coming in. So they've done a good job fitting in. Everybody got to see Elijah Black for the first time on Saturday, and that kid can play, man. He played a little bit of varsity last year. He was just a little young. We wanted him to get some experience, but he's gonna make a lot of noise. Jude Olokun, he plays for the Houston Hoops. He was actually hurt this weekend, so he didn't get to play. Quinn Ford does a lot of dirty work. We got a lot of players, Coach, and we play together. They do a great job. The parents don't harass me about anything. They trust me. They trust the coaches, and we just have a good time together.
Got you. It's funny you bring up the kid Black, Elijah Black. It kind of goes to my next question. His mom played basketball, grew up in A-Leaf. When, your sister used to come and hoop in A-Leaf. A lot of people don't know that, high school, So especially this next question, I think is really big because you come from a basketball family. Pretty much everybody in your family played ball, went off to college and things like that. A lot of people don't know that your family has a lot of history in basketball. I know because, like I said, your sister used to come to A-Leaf and play at the Quill. Her and her friends, you as well. Like it's crazy, right. But you come from a big basketball family. So with that being said, like as being a coach who played college basketball, when your players come to you about advice about playing at the next level, what do you tell them, or how do you help them understand their actual level, like their face value of what level they should actually go to?
Yeah, like I said before, when you're close with your kids, you can kind of be honest with them, and I try to be as honest as I can. I was a kid that went from I was a starter on some teams, I was a bench player on some teams, I was a role player. I made dumb mistakes in college. I did stupid stuff, so I'm just real with them. I tell them the truth. Like if you want to be good, you gotta put the work in, and you can't skip steps. A lot of kids want to just say, I want to go D1 or I want to play in college, but I talk to them about, hey, Houston's a big city with a lot of talent. Our district is a big district with a lot of talent. How do you compare it to the kids in the district? If you ain't one of the top 10 players in the district, I don't even want you to talk to me about college right now. And the players will tell you, I tell them all the time, if you can't do this, don't talk to me about college. So I'm just honest with them because it's hard. Y'all know it's hard to make it. We got a lot of kids sitting at home right now that didn't get a scholarship and they're waiting. So they just got to put the work in and just enjoy high school. I want the kids to just really enjoy it because it goes by fast. And when you experience winning in high school like we did at George Ranch and you come back in 10 or 15 years, ain't nobody's going to care who was the leading scorer or who had the most assists. They're just going to remember the times we had together. So we really just enjoy the time. We're a big family, and whatever happens is going to happen. God's going to take care of you. You have great parents that put you in a situation. Like our neighborhoods are great. These kids don't want for anything, so there's no pressure. So just enjoy high school and let the rest take care of itself.
Got you. Well, man, I appreciate you, coming on today, man. I know you're a quiet behind the scenes guy, just like you was in high school, man, just kind of low key. I think the biggest thing I want to know, man, is Katie Jordan gonna win district in Katy this year? Because I know Bob gonna watch this again. You know what I'm saying? 7 Lakes. Katie Jordan is the newcomer, but I got some predictions going on that I think y'all might be fighting for 1 or 2 spots. You know what I'm saying? After watching y'all this weekend, so hey, I want to see you go.
Come on, let's talk about it.
Man, we had to last year. We had to go up against the Monstars of Peyto on our district, so we know it's hard every night, man. Any team we play in Katy district, y'all been to the gyms, y'all seen them. It's gonna be packed every night. We got to come ready. So, like I said, we're just trying to take it 1 week at a time, and the scoreboard's gonna take care of itself, and it's gonna keep working.
Man, listen, that's a political. My bad, Ron. What you got, Ron? Because I'm about to fire Coach Jones up. Come on, this the shot clock.
I was gonna ask Coach. I probably seen y'all like 3 or 4 times last year. Y'all had a good group. I actually picked y'all, I think, to go to the 3rd round of the playoffs last year. Black and I can't pronounce the kid first name. The 23.
Messiahs.
I know they're gonna get a lot of the headlines, but I got an all bus team, right? And what that is like if I was picking players to go play at night with me in the alley, I'm taking Trevor Montz with me.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's my guy. So like how do you think Trevor Montz and Tyler Friends is going to be impactful for this team? Because the shooter's going to get a lot of the publicity, but they really is like the jail, because I seen them get like 6 or 7 offensive rebounds in one game on one possession.
Right. They do all the dirty work, man. But that's, like we talk about, it's team. Going back to Jaden and Elijah, they're both talented players, but they're completely different players. And you got Trevor Marks, who's a completely different player from Tyler, who's a completely different player from Quinn, and everybody knows their role. We talk about roles in the preseason. We bring them in with the coaches. We talk to them, tell them where we see them. We're honest. We say this is how many minutes we think you're going to get right now. That can change in a month, but this is what we're going to do. But like you said, Trevor Marks, man, you're not really supposed to always say this, but he knows he's one of my favorite players I've ever had in my life. He's like Tim Duncan. He comes in every single day. He works the same. He goes to class. He goes home. He eats dinner with his family. He comes back to school, and he does it again. You don't have to worry about him getting in trouble. You don't got to worry about nothing.
I knew I loved that kid, man. You see the comparison? Did you?
Lord.
What Coach Jones said?
Oh, my goodness.
I'm telling you, man.
Hey, real quick question that I didn't have for you, but I have to ask because you brought it up.
Okay.
How do the one thing you just said that's very key for me, just in coaching and everything, is one, you keep preaching about team, which is great. but it's to get the kids to understand about their minutes. Like how do you get your kids to understand how to value the minutes? Because I think a lot of kids today have the wrong perspective of about like basketball, the teams, what really get coaches to, notice them. How do you get that? Because you're loaded. So how do you get kids to understand that? Because you got a lot of guys in certain positions that you're loaded, 2 or 3 guys who can pretty much produce. So how do you think that being this year, you're going to get kids to understand about their minutes?
One thing we do a little, I don't know if it's different, but I know we do this in practice. We don't really have a starting group every day. So I send out the schedule every single day and I put kids on different teams. So there is no, this is the starting 5, this is the backup 5. It's just, hey, you're going to be with this group today and you're going to get a chance to compete. So the 15th man might be with the first team and they get to play. They get to play in front of the coaches every single day. And I'm going to be honest with them in practice. I'm going to tell them, you sucking today? Are you doing a good job? So we talk, and we do a ranking system every week as well, where we go in and we watch film and we say, all right, this is how you rank today. So it lets them know that every day is important. But then we also want them to feel like they're a part of the team, and one quote I always use is everybody's status on the team is the same, even though their role is different. So your status is the same. We're all part of the team. Nobody's bigger than anybody else. We're all here together. So just because your role is different doesn't mean your status is any bigger or lower than anybody else's.
Hey, I like that. Man. I like that.
All right, man. Political stuff is over.
Come on, man.
Which gym are you most looking forward to going into? And just all right, well, I'm gonna say the other part, right? Which gym are you most looking forward to getting into and playing that district game in that Katy district?
Well, of course, number one, my little brother's over at Cinco Ranch. I played at Cinco Ranch. He's the assistant coach over there. My nephew's a starting point guard, Prince Bynum Jones, talented sophomore. So he plays on that team. So it's gonna be fun to go up against them. It's always fun to play against Coach Bob. They beat us last year. They stomped us last year at their place by about 30.
33.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to go back over there.
I heard, man. No, it wasn't like that. It was 33 because I looked it up and I was like, 33 points. Like, dang, that's a lot. But it's that this district is different. Like you playing someone in a non-district game or a tournament or something like that district, you got to play them people twice. Right. So dudes don't really get. You got to be a bad. You got to be a bad team to get your ass whooped twice in district. You got time to scout. You don't really play guys the same week back to back. You got to be a bad team to do that. So that district is really different, and that district got some really good coaches in it, man.
But that's why I like our team, man. Is you can come scout us, and one game Messias might hit 6 threes, and the next game Elijah might hit 6 threes, and the next game Sean might go. You got to cover everybody, and I like that about the team. I like that they're not jealous of each other. The parents aren't jealous of each other. It's just a one big happy family. If you were at the gym this weekend when both of our teams were playing, we had our whole varsity on the bench while the second group was playing. Everybody was going crazy. And that's how it is all the time, and it's a diverse school too. That's the other thing people don't really know about. Sometimes they hear Katy and they see money and they think it's all a lot of white kids, or it's one of the most diverse schools in Katy ISD. It's just a great place to be, man. I'm going to hopefully stay there until they kick me out. That's my goal.
No, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Coach Taji and Coach Wood said if you never ever need an assistant, Coach Jones.
Shit, I was finna put my application in, but this go to my next point though. If I have to play your coaching staff one-on-one, I might lose. Your coaching staff consists of 3 Division I basketball players. I think that might be the only coaching staff in the city of Houston that has it. I could be wrong, but I think it might be. Your coaching staff 3-on-3 against any coaching staff in the city. Y'all losing?
And they big. We might have the biggest coaching staff in the world because our fifth coach that comes from football was a safety at Baylor. He's about 6'4" safety. So we got 6'4". We got Tamir Patel, who's about 6'9". Gary Krause is our JV coach. He played at Katy High School. He's probably about 6'3". Aaron Anderson used to be a head coach at Calhoun. He played at U of H.
Mm-hmm.
He's about 6'5". So,
That's my dude.
man, I'm the small dude on the staff.
Dang, yeah, y'all mopping it up. Y'all mopping them boys up around the city, man. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad
They
to
do
hear
the
it.
coaches versus player game at the end of the year. It's a wrap.
Oh, that. Oh, y'all throw it to the box, man.
No, we played them last year. We beat them. It was too bad. I told them I'm retired. I'm like LeVar Ball, undefeated. I'm done. I'm going out undefeated, never lost. I hung up my basketball shoes. I see too many of these old dudes trying to play, tearing their Achilles, tearing their ACL. So
no
I just
more?
shoot, and that's it. I shoot, I lift, I get on the treadmill, do some jump roping, and that's about it. I'm gonna put everything into my son now, So hopefully he's up next.
Hey man, it sounds like he would be, man.
Coach Wood sending all his kids to you, Coach Jones, man. What's going on?
Oh yeah,
man?
little Steven played with us on our regional final team, man.
I know, I remember that.
He was a good kid. Coach Woods, he left me alone. He didn't say anything, just sat in the crowd. But he's big time. No, he's over there going to state championship. You can't really talk to Coach Woods too much. He might not call you back. He's big time.
Hey man, dude, Hollywood. Hey, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, so we seen you guys. I saw you guys this weekend. Y'all shot. Y'all had great ball movement. Shot open shots. Defensively, you guys were in gaps. Your bigs rebounded well. Somebody who never seen Katie Jordan play before. What can that? Because this was my first time seeing y'all play. Right. So that was my first impression. It was a great impression. What is something that you talk to your guys about that, so they won't get too big too early on their early success?
Just to keep working. I actually texted them after the games yesterday and told them how proud I was of them, and that it's a marathon. This is the beginning. You can't get too high, you can't get too low. You just got to keep on going. You got to put your head down. You just got to keep working. You got to stay together, because a lot of times when these things happen, you get a little bit of jealousy. 3 or 4 kids get publicity, and then the other kids want to say, all right, well, next shootout, I'm gonna go shoot. Every time I get the ball, I'm gonna shoot it so I can get publicity. So you just got to tell them, if we win, everybody's going to get seen. Everybody's going to be remembered. So just go do your job. Play together. We give up a good shot for a great shot. The coaches I have a group chat with, they're probably watching now. I told them I'd give them a shout out. They send me a lot of good stuff. Coach Nixon over at Stratford, he gave me this good drill called Good to Great. We do it all the time during the season where we give up a good shot for a great shot. So they know they get the freedom in our offense. If you came and watched us play, anybody gets to shoot pretty much. They get freedom from the structure is what it's called. I don't know if y'all remember Coach Richardson, Mark Richardson. He's my mentor. He coached Damian James over at Nacogdoches. So he was my assistant coach at George Ranch. And that was one line that stuck with me. He says, you got to give kids freedom from the structure. So you got to be structured. You got to be organized, but you're going to get freedom from within it. So all 5 kids on the court know where everybody's going to be.
I like it. Man, I look forward to seeing you guys play, man. I look forward to it.
And Coach Woods also put, it's a possible first round matchup in the playoffs, because they're in District 19 and Woods is in District 20. Right. So 19 and 20 always play first round. So
Fort Bend for years has been making it tough on Katie in that first round, man.
Hey, there's
been some good teams sitting at home, man.
Hey, that's gonna be the matchup of the Waves and the Beard, man.
But Charlie, hold on.
The Waves and the Beard.
You gotta ask Coach Woods, like, hold on, either he's saying you first and he fourth, or is it the other way? Because if y'all both first,
or it could be 2 or 3.
Y'all predicting Hightower number 1. Nobody's predicting Katie Jordan number 1. We in the
I might be.
I heard some rumblings, man. Man.
I'm just saying, like, both of y'all supposed to be trying to finish number 1. So I don't know, man.
That'll be fun, man. I don't think we've ever played each other. I got to coach your son, and I've known him for a long time. So that'll be a fun. Come on, Lewis. Don't talk about
every coach want to be fourth, man.
Everybody want to be fourth. Stop it, man.
Let pick me fourth, man.
Stop it, man.
But no, man, y'all's event was great, man. I had a great time. It was good to be able to, just stand on the side and be able to see 2 games going on at the same time. Great competition. Y'all matched us up with game prep. When I first saw it, I said, dang, man. I said, G-Day, you trying trying to do. My boys were trying to make us play game prep and end my season before it starts. So, but
And what I tell you, coach, what I tell you.
Yeah, I know. You told me they competed.
Hey.
They played hard. It was two great teams. Nimitz is a great team, man. I see him on Twitter all the time. Like he said, we've never met each other. I see him on Twitter. He makes me laugh. I know he does a good job over there. That was my first time watching his team play, and they play hard. So he made our boys have to play, and it was fun. It was fun to go play, get some good competition.
Yes, sir, man. Anytime y'all welcome to the event, man. You already know doors always open. Appreciate you, Coach Jones. For you opening doors.
Come check us out this year, man. Just
definitely. I came when y'all played. I was there when y'all played May Creek last year.
I'm definitely.
And I also came.
We don't bring up that too many times.
We ain't gonna bring that up, but I also came when y'all played A&M Consolidated because I was coming to check out Zion Ali, the kid that was at A&M Consolidated.
Did you come to our gym when the AC wasn't working?
Yes.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You don't talk about that much either. I just came off COVID, man. I was on my deathbed during Christmas break on COVID. I came back to coach, and the air conditioner didn't work in the school.
Yeah.
I said, all this money we got in Katy, and the AC don't work during the district game. Boys were falling all over the court, slipping and sliding.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about that game too much either.
HISD problems, man. What's wrong?
But also, you opening the doors when other coaches wouldn't, even when you was at George Ranch, and I told you that I wanted to come. Y'all was playing against Cinco Ranch that day, Jerron Presley versus Noah Thomason, and you was like, "Oh man, come on, man, I'll put your name down there." And so I was talking to some other coaches like, "Hey man, y'all need to come. Coach Jones gonna let me in. I'm gonna have y'all with me. My plus ones brought a couple college coaches. You let us in the facility, man. So want to give my hat to you and flowers to you for that, man, as well."
And same with y'all with this weekend. I said, can I send you a list of my coaches' names? We let our coaches in for free. Not all events let everybody come in for free. So we appreciate that. The whole coaching staff got to come in. So I appreciate that.
I like how you just said that. Appreciate you, bro. I like that. I like what you just said, man. I appreciate it.
We appreciate
it. Hey, man, look at the shot clock, man. We're doing great stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
We're doing great stuff. Look at you guys.
No, I appreciate y'all, man. So I'm gonna keep checking y'all out. Keep Katy Jordan on the map. Try to help out our kids, man. They're great kids. Looking forward to a great season.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Coach Jones.
All right.
Hey, make sure you tuned in for that district prediction show, bro.
When's that gonna be? I got it. Make sure you send me.
I will. It starts in October. So the first Sunday in October, second Sunday, matter of fact, in October, we'll do 4A. Following Sunday, 5A, and then the last Sunday, and then that first Sunday in November, we'll do all the 6A stuff. Because 6A is so big. Then you got Region 2 and Region 3 as well.
All right, I'll be checked in, man. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. So we had Coach Taji on today. We also had Coach Charlie on today. Coach, just appreciate both of them, for coming through to the preseason jam, as well as coming on the shot clock and being guests. They didn't have to take the time out their busy schedules because being a coach and being a teacher as well, I know sometimes you want your downtime. So want to appreciate those guys for taking the time out and hopping over here today and just dropping some gems, man.
Man. Stop it, man.
Jacoby, man, I'm gonna get you a shirt. No, I'm gonna get him a shirt, man.
Hey, a lot of people. Jacoby wanted a shirt. DJ.
I had over 20 people ask about a shirt.
Hey,
so guess what? I'm gonna get some shirts, and I'm gonna have shirts for sale next year, and y'all better buy these shirts.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kind of feel like I should have walked in the gym and had a shirt. Like y'all ain't have to do it like that. It was like, and you know who brought it up? Like Carter, he messy. He was like, "Hey, King, ain't you on the show? They ain't give you a shirt." Like, damn, bro, you right. They ain't giving me a shirt. That's all right, bro. It's my first year on there. It's all good. It's all good though, man.
It's good. Yeah, my daughter said you didn't. My daughter said you didn't even check in. King, you just walked in.
Man, that's because B. Scott was talking to me while I was walking. You right, my bad. I'm sorry. I had my son. I gotta make sure I keep up with Pop because he would dip. I had my son and I had B. Scott in my ear talking about something. And I was just talking and walking. And my bad. I apologize.
No, you good. I mean, you was on the list anyway.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry.
I just was saying. She told me to make sure that I told you that you walked by and then.
What's your daughter's name?
Jaleesa.
Jaleesa, I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, look. She checked me this weekend because I was like, what G Day? She's like, we all G Day. And I was like, oh, my bad. Jeffo, Junior, Jaleesa, Taylor. I said, you right. All y'all G Day for real. I was like, my bad.
Man, stop it, man. This dude Woods, man. Woods, come on, man. Oh my God.
He did do that. I forgot about that. I heard about that.
I hope Miss Kathy is having a good day. I really hope she is. All right.
Smooth walk past the lady.
Miss Kathy was tripping.
I'm a coach.
Man, let's move on, y'all. Y'all love it right there.
That's Woods brought that up, man.
You need to put that on the shirt, though.
Woods. I didn't know you coached when I was in high school, bro. That's crazy. Because he was at Hastings. And when he said when Charlie played, I didn't know that because I was at Taylor. That's 04. Man, I didn't know that.
Damn,
I didn't know Woods was coaching then. Damn.
How Woods was coaching back then? He 35 years old.
Hey. He said he was on
87 class of 87.
He said he was on the bench. He was on the bench at Hastings when Jones was at Cinco. So I was at Taylor because we were a year apart. So
no, he was on the bench. He wasn't supposed to be there. He was just on the bench. Don't let Woods fool you.
You said he went to Fair East Side?
Fair East Side. Free Mr. Clark, man. Oh, dang.
Yeah, Woods said he been coaching for 21 years.
Dang,
that's big time, man. That's big time.
That's what's up.
That's big time. Congratulations, man. Hey, shout out to Jacoby too. St. Pius look like they gonna make some noise in that district, man. I think they got a chance to give Concordia a run. I think in that district. I think.
Hey, St. Thomas.
They didn't have week fall this weekend either. So.
And they had another kid they didn't have that Jacoby said. They said missing 2 players.
Okay.
That's probably, but I'm be honest with you, St. Thomas is good. We ain't seen them play yet, but they got some transfers in.
Well, yeah, I seen them play this at the BC.
Yeah. Aaron Valentine and J-Mar from Clear Brook went over there. And I think they had a freshman kid that's a sophomore or something now. That was a bigger kid going over there too. Man, I'm ready for these district previews, man. I'm ready.
Sir. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun.
I don't want to skip ahead too much because that means I'm gonna have to pay bills real sooner than later. But I do. I can't wait for that, man. It's gonna be interesting.
He said I gotta pay bills.
I hate paying bills, man. I hate it.
Yeah, we finna hit y'all with a little commercial break, man. Speaking of breaks, man, if y'all want to place an ad for anything y'all got coming up, whatever the event is, if you cutting hair, you got a lawn care business, whatever it is, please contact us, one of us, and we can get that rolling for you so you can have your ad play right here on the show, man. All right, commercial break. After commercial break, we'll do a preseason jam recap. Then after that, we'll be seeing you guys next week.
Get registered for the Balso Hard Prospect Expo today. This high school combine for high school players will allow you to build up a prospect profile for collegiate coaches' eyes only, as well as eliminate excuse of how good indeed you truly are, as the class of 2023, 24, 25, and 26 will all be going at it all at the same time in their 2 games of evaluation. Use this as a building tool to get better. For more information, go to bshscouting.com/prospect expo. That's bshscouting.com/prospect expo. Once again, it's bshscouting.com/prospect expo and get signed up today. Registration ends September 25th, 2022.
Preseason jam recap, man. Fellas, man, it was a great event. First, I want to just give a shout out to every single coach
who participated in the event. Thank you guys for trusting us enough to be able to put together a competitive enough schedule to where all games were competitive, to help push your players as well as push your program, and also for you to see things that you can work on and allow parents to see, things as well, because a lot of fall ball isn't as structured as the regular season, to see that, hey, what I'm saying is valuable. What I'm saying, this is what we need to be doing. And so, salute to all you coaches who came out and supported, who was there, like Coach Sashi from the start all the way to the finish. Appreciate it. Appreciate every coach, even Coach Watson from South Houston. His team wasn't playing until later on. He still came at 9 o'clock as well and was there just watching games and
Coach
enjoying
Paul.
the company. Coach Paul was there from beginning to end as well. Just shout out to all the coaches. Once again, we want to thank y'all. To the parents, thank you for allowing your kids to play in the event. We truly do appreciate that as well. Shout out to Coach Denson from Cy Park, who was able to hook me up with a trainer. So we had a trainer on site just in case anything went wrong. A couple kids who's twisted their ankle up. We also had a referee who did get injured, because a parent had their foot on the court, and the referee stepped on the parent's foot because he wasn't looking down. He's too busy running, trying to get back for the play. So he landed wrong, which was his ankle as well. But parents, we got to make sure we keep the floor space clear, please, for everyone's safety on the floor that's playing. But outside of all that, man, appreciate all you guys. Aunt's wife for the Miss Monica concessions.
Tia Moans.
Okay, yeah.
What that mean?
Tia,
What that mean? Translate it.
I don't know.
Tia means auntie, and Moans is like how you say like Monica, like Moan, M-O-N. So Tia Moans.
Okay,
Man,
auntie.
Rosetta Stone, that shit. I don't believe you. Rosetta Stone. Google translate.
Shout out to
Tia
Auntie Monica's concessions. Had it popping. Shout out to all you guys. D King, thank you for showing. You didn't have to. Showed up, man. You could have been doing whatever, anything, man. It's a weekend. Appreciate
I passed
that.
up on the U of H game to come to y'all event, by the way. I had got a ticket.
See?
Dude, I used to.
And they lost, so.
But it was a delay too. It was like
okay.
It was like an hour delay too. So I would have been, me and Pop would have been out in the rain and stuff. But it's all good. Man, I gotta support my people, man. I support good people. I definitely do.
I appreciate that, man.
I do that.
Yeah. So y'all, Rob, Aunt, Jalen for working. To everybody who worked it, man, from my son, daughter, wifey. Yeah, Jalen was there.
Jalen.
Yep. Jalen was there.
See him.
Yep.
Incognito.
The Jets gotta show love, baby. Jet life.
But y'all go ahead, man, and y'all can talk about a lot of kids.
Y'all, well, I'm gonna go first because y'all done did y'all interview, so I'm taking the first spot. Anyway, yeah, I don't care how you look, Willis. You'll be all right. Nah, let me stop. First of all, just to piggyback off what the boss said, man, appreciate every coach that was a part of the event, that let their team come, all the parents, everybody that patronized the event, man. It was a great event. I was just sitting back looking in the hallway and looking over the courts like, dang, like this is really fire. You know what I'm saying? I know that we talk to each other a lot and we pride ourselves on being professional and being on time and having things together and in order, man. And I think that that we did that. That's my brother right there, man. Shout out Coach Burrell.
Yeah, shout out Coach Burrell for allowing the Wheatley squad to play, man. Appreciate that.
Just a couple of players that came to mind. Julius Crosby from Wheatley, Cameron Thomas, he on my bus team, he from Wheatley. Dylan Jackson from Dobie shot the cover off the ball. I cannot pronounce this kid's first name. I think it's Sim or Sime Patel from
Or Ben
Fort
Austin.
Bend, Austin.
Yes,
He a
sir.
sophomore. He shot the game I was on the clock. He had like 5 threes in a row. So like
Yeah, he shot good this weekend. I think
Yeah.
8 for 11 out of the
Yeah.
2 games.
Yeah.
From
Ethan
3-point.
Tao from Fort Bend, Austin, shot really well. It was an overall great event, man. I challenged a couple of kids because that's what I do. I go talk to kids when I see things, and I talked to Malachi Seals from Grace Christian about some things that can help them, and I also talked to Javarius Thompson from Nimitz about some things that can help him. I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. I didn't know what I was gonna get when I seen Spring Branch Memorial, but they was way more. They had way more than I thought they had. Man, they was energized. They was all over the place. They always got strong dudes. They played well as a team though. They came out. They didn't care. They was throwing their bodies around. They was talking trash. I was excited. Them and Katie Taylor, Luke Robbie. Seen him a couple of times last year. He got better than what I seen last year. Him and his brother. So even from top to bottom, man, we was talking to Coach Jones earlier. That Katy district from top to bottom, however you predict it, it's gonna be a dog fight, man. It's gonna be a dog fight, man. But just overall, man, I was just blessed to be a part of the situation and just blessed to see it. Year 3, I hope that it gets bigger and better every year. Tell a friend, man, to come through, man. 3 officials on every court. What? Big time, man. Y'all go ahead, man. I'm done.
It's been like that since year 1.
Oh, I know. I just got to keep reiterating it.
Hey, the kids at Taylor, they twins?
Yeah. Catch
23 and
Luke.
32?
Yep.
His name is Catch?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. I like that name. Catch. That's different.
Yeah, I work with their mom.
What's her name? Throw.
I don't know. Her name is Rebecca Robbie.
I was just playing, Miss Rebecca. I was just kidding. Bad joke.
But Rob, you made a great.
I was saying about the twins.
Oh, you going to talk? Oh, my bad.
I know my joke. I messed up. My bad. No, I was just saying that was my first time seeing them, I believe, and I was really impressed, especially with number 23. I liked his game. Played against St. Pius. He was really giving it to him, man. He was.
He is.
Hey man, my bad, man.
Hey, Rob.
We had that last year.
Hold on, Rob. Before you go any further, Rob, remember we said was it last week or the first?
That was last week. He
said he wasn't gonna curse and everything on his show today. Yep. And the other thing is, I told him he don't understand about his comments.
You started the show. You started the show cursing up a storm.
No, I never said I wasn't. Hey, listen.
No, he didn't say you. Ken, you did. You said last week. You said I'm not going to cuss on the show.
Last week.
No, you said I'm not cussing on the show no more.
Last week, bro. I said last week.
He said last week for Woods, man.
Did I curse today?
Yes, you did.
Hell no, y'all tripping, man.
Times, bro. Yes, you did.
Man, stop it, man. Anyways, man, listen, I was really impressed with Katie Taylor. They have one of my favorite kids, Elijah, over there. He played. Seemed like he's been on varsity for 6 years. It seems like forever. Yeah. He was there with Arnold, right? With Arnold, so he was there. But I like them, man. They gonna sneak a few in that district. I'm pretty sure. They look good. They got some size. You know, they have some pretty solid guards. They were pressuring that basketball.
That's right, Taji.
From when I seen them, so I like them. I was surprised at what I saw from those guys.
But no, the Memorial and Katie Taylor teams play with each other during the summer. Like quad is kept. Memorial be playing like in all the prime times together. And that's why, like, they be like, and Coach Lay be laid, but Coach Lay laid back. That's my guy. I've been knowing him for a long time. You know, he's very laid back, chill. He don't get too caught up into all the extra stuff, but he a cool dude, man, really cool dude. But his teams always play together in the summer. Like that, he let the parents will get him. It's no commotion. They'll play AAU together, and that's what kind of thing. Like that's why they got a good culture where they play the same way every year, regardless of the kids who's on the team. And I don't even think that was all their varsity guys that played this weekend, because there was a couple guys who didn't play this weekend with them, with the team, to be honest. But that's always been them, and then Katie Jordan as well Katie Taylor had a good weekend, but I just think, man, we had a lot of good teams that I didn't really, like Katie Jordan, College Park, it was good. Like Westbury Christian is a new look, new coach, guys transferring in, with the Scott brothers transferring in. That's going to be unique to see. Where I thought once, Tyler left, it's like, okay, who they got coming in, what they going to look like. So that was a good move for them. The new face for Concordia. Just so everybody know, I am no longer coaching at Concordia. So stop, I'm not there. But, with their new team, a lot of people don't know, they got, I want to say 5 transfers that came in this year. One from Klein Kane. You got Donovan Holcomb, who came from Northern Christian, who was there his freshman year. You got Reagan Vargas, who came from Second Baptist. They got Jace Jeffries that transferred from St. Thomas. They got
from St. Thomas to Concordia.
Yeah,
dang, that's like 40 miles.
Hey, but he don't even. But they live in Kingwood, anyways. They only stay close to neither one. So
what?
Yeah, so don't stay close to neither one. And then you got a kid, David Darko transferred from Tomball, and they got one other kid who didn't play this weekend who transferred from South Woods. So a new face. You lose Jacob Hudson. I got something to talk to Jesse about. I told him he should feel disrespected because for the first time in the last almost 6 years, they're not in the Super 16. They're not in the season opener. And I told Jesse, you should feel disrespected because basically, Hicks telling you, hey, ain't no players there. So, you got something to prove. You got something to stand for to still win district in the 6A.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah. So, hey, they got something to prove to still win the district in 6A taps. They played very well this weekend. I was really impressed with their team, along with Westbury Christian, Katie Jordan. We talked about them. I was really impressed with that team because I never got a chance to see a lot of them play. I know a couple of kids on the team, but to see them play as a team was very, very impressive. Just how they played overall. Nimitz, again, just, Taji does a great job with those guys and keeping them guys humble and understand how they play. But, and then College Park was the other team. Again, they lost a lot of seniors and stuff like that from that team, and they still kind of got some pieces. What's called I can't think of his name. His dad was coaching, but his younger brother's a sophomore. No. For College Park. His brother graduated last year, played football. Buckman.
Yeah,
they got the little brother now as a sophomore playing, and then I talked about Drake Kelly and Martez, which Drake Kelly is going to be a very surprising player. Brother played at Sam Houston. Dad used to coach at Sam Houston. His uncle is Sean Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? So he comes from a good basketball. Hold on, Sean Westbrook?
That's what it is.
Michigan State. Got drafted in the NBA. Played for the. What do you mean? Leading all-time scorer at Michigan State.
Well, I didn't know. I'm not from Michigan now.
You're a basketball guy.
Right, I gotta know the all-time leading scores at every school.
I mean, you be talking like you the best evaluator and the best basketball, so you should know.
Michigan State all-time. All right, who the all-time leading scorer at UT?
At UT?
Mm-hmm.
Probably TJ Ford.
No. It's coach. Damn, now I done forgot his name. He coached at Oklahoma State. He was my brother coach at Sam Houston State.
The head coach or
no, the assistant coach, ball dude.
Black guy. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
I cannot think his name. But anyway,
got you.
But
no, it was a good weekend, man. Really good weekend. Got a chance to see some other teams like South Houston, and like I told G-Day, I didn't get a chance to see Dobie. So that was like Dobie was a very there you go, very surprising team that I would like to that I've heard about, but getting a chance to see them play was a good weekend to see them play. They got a lot of tough guards.
Man, I don't know one dude that went to Michigan State now. I'm a disappointment. Oh my god!
You don't know Steve Smith?
Well, you got,
I
but
know
you got
Steve Smith. I'm just saying the name didn't ring a bell.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
But you gotta realize, only reason why I think that is because like he got like if you look up Sean Restman, he got like a real big time story. He from getting like he used to wear the knee pads and all that stuff. And then he had a big time, got sick and stuff like that in the league. Like it's a big time story behind him. You know what I'm saying? He coached the Chicago Bulls, coached Memphis when they had Zach Randolph. Stuff like that. So he's one of those guys.
Got you, man. Dang, I missed one, guys.
I forgot somebody too. Coach Denson, South Park, brought out the secret weapon this weekend. But hey, first I'll be remiss to say this, man. Donovan Matthews look fit like he is night and day from last preseason jam to this preseason jam. Like he catching that mug and knocking people out the way and laying it up. He's talking now. He running the floor like, hey,
school yet?
South Park. He gonna have his way with everybody except for one matchup in that district. You know what I'm saying? And we all know who that matchup is. We ain't got to talk about that.
Baby. South Falls, they loaded.
And then Jaden Nunn was back in public school. So
he ain't played the last 2 years because of injuries and stuff as well. So shoulder injuries and everything. So good he healthy and playing, man, and in school. You know what I'm saying? That's always the positive way to look at it.
For sure.
Yeah, man. We got some good basketball. We got some good basketball to be played. Hey, I didn't know. Y'all know I'll be minding my business. I didn't know Good Vision and Game Prep have merged to form Game Prep Good Vision.
It's whichever way. It's Good Vision, Game Prep, Good Vision. However they're gonna split it.
They should call it Good Prep.
To
save us all. A good game prep. A good game prep. That's a really, really long name. They had it. I think they got everything you need on a basketball team. It'll be interesting to see them go throughout like around like December. I would love to see how they I would love to see how they look come December. They got a lot of pieces. They kind of got everything you kind of need to have a successful team. I think they have a lead guard. They have a guy who should be their scorer, who should be their best scorer. They got athletes, they have a rim protector. They got a rebounder. They got a guy who probably be their best perimeter defender. They had 9 coaches, bro. I couldn't tell you who was. I don't know, man. It was 9 cats over there, man. I thought I was coaching one game. I stood next to the bench. I thought I was over there. I don't know, man. But it's gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait to see. Hopefully, you think they'll play in a private school joint?
Yeah,
I don't know. They haven't sent me the list yet of teams.
I think they are. I think they are planning that, but they are in some Sloan events as well.
They in that league. They in Sloan League, right?
Yeah. So
I should get Sloan. I think we should get Sloan to talk about his league because it'll be interesting to see who all he has, what players he got. Because I know Colorado Prep had a top 25, 30 kid in the country in that league last year. And I think he was a junior last year. So try to get Sloan in to see. That's going to be interesting. Like I said, they got everything, right? I think if I was trying to get a basketball team, I pick them dudes.
Y'all didn't mention Josiah Ware from South Houston.
I ain't get to see them. I seen a little with him.
He's like 6'5". Yeah. He tough. He had got hurt in the second game. And when he got hurt, you can kind of tell the dynamic changed. Even though Buckner is still a real good guard. for them. It's just he couldn't carry the load. Like Ware was all over the glass. He was using his body, and that those things help, and they go a long way in the basketball game.
Hey, give me what is Ware's game like? I seen a tweet about him. I seen his averages. What is his game
Man,
like?
to me,
6'5" guy.
Yeah, to me, he's like a bruiser, like just one of them kids you need to get in there, be physical, gonna throw his weight around. He gonna lean on you. It's gonna over time, all that's gonna wear on you, and you're gonna get tired because I'm tired of this kid leaning on me on every single play. He boxing out. He's being active around the rim, offensively and defensively. He's challenging shots. That whole Pasadena district is going to be really good. Dobie went undefeated last year, and so that was good for everybody to get to see them play because a lot of people don't never get to see Dobie play. So that was good for people to get to see Dobie play. But they're going to be tough once again, as Coach Paul brings back all them guys. Same thing with Coach Watson at South Houston. Like he's pretty much bringing back his whole entire team. And then you got Pasadena Memorial with Robert Miller, and they bring a couple of transfers over. I know that's a little touchy. Coach Paul be on me, man.
Wait, Pasadena Memorial got transfers?
Yeah, that's Coach Paul be on it, man. Like
good ones?
How they getting all these kids? I don't know I don't know yet.
They black?
Hey man, you really gonna get us canceled for real, bro?
What the hell do I do? Man, get me off of here, man. I just asked a question, man. What's wrong? What the hell?
Hey, we about to write up some.
Wow, bro, that's crazy, man. I just asked a question.
And
bro.
look, me and you do not agree on a lot of stuff on the show, right?
I'm on mute, bro.
We have to come together. D King, we just got off of cancellation from a whole year.
Bro, I just asked it. I did.
This your answer right here. This is Coach Paul this is Dobie coach. He said they got 6 transfers in a matter of 2 years.
Oh, it must be a good housing market out there. That's probably all it is.
Hey, that's
affordable
crazy
housing.
though. How that dynamic of that district is changing, because they used to be afterthoughts. Like 5 years ago, like you wasn't driving way out there to go scout no game. Like you went to the McDonald's game and you was like, oh, you seen them at the McDonald's game, and that's what you saw. You wasn't driving out there during the regular season to go scout them like that. You brought up a name, Joseph Buckner. I like that kid.
Yeah, Buckner tough.
At the McDonald's tournament.
Flashy pass, man. Yeah.
I like him. Coach Watson got a good group out there. I think he gonna love the district pick show. Man, I can't wait till we get there.
Yeah, bro, I'm with you too, man.
But that the whole
Bro, I'm done, bro. Hey, y'all, hey, bro. I'm telling y'all. Hey, bro, y'all, D King, I swear, bro.
Hey, man, you can't ban the snowman, man. Come on.
Hey, bro.
All I did was ask a general question, man.
You better than me, bro.
I just asked if they was black. What's wrong with that, bro? This is an all-inclusive show. Like there ain't no it wasn't a discriminatory comment. I'm just asking if the transfers were brothers. That's it, or if they were Latino. That's all I was trying to figure out. Where they came from.
Coach Watson, man, shout out to you, man. You brought that winning mentality from Goose Creek, that success that y'all had at Goose Creek, over to South Houston. And also, like G-Day said to Coach Jones, I want to say it to you, you have always been a person that was open doors to all of us. Yeah. You always got what we did, even when you was at Goose Creek and people tried to like rush us through stuff. You was like, nah, let them do what they doing. Like, we need this. Like, the kids need this. So you always got it. Like, I appreciate that from you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of coaches sometimes that don't get it at first, but you always got it. And you was always humble, and you always opened up your doors wherever you were. So I appreciate you for that.
Shout out Coach Watson as well, man. He make sure he emails me every week during the season, updated stats, everything. Trying truly do appreciate that.
And when he was with what was the summer team Coach Watson was
D1 Houston.
Yo, he every stats on point.
Yes.
Every weekend stats, averages, everything on
Yep.
point. On point. I hope those parents and players appreciate you, man, for what you do, because you know we got some ungrateful people out here. Hopefully you are appreciated where you are.
He said, "I'll open up the doors for y'all if y'all can see some players." hey, man, Taji got it. Hey, man, but that boy pulled up in the other day. He ain't even know I seen him. That boy pulled up in. I'm in the wrong profession, man. I need to get into teaching.
Hopefully it was a hybrid with all that driving from Pearland to Nimitz.
That boy pulled
Hopefully
up in
it was
the big
electric.
body, man. That boy pulled up in the big body. I said,
it was
Big
electric.
body.
I might have to let Taji get my new son, man.
On the thing.
He didn't even know I seen him either. I said, dang, I was looking out the window.
Y'all can't talk about me no more because I was like, Taji, hey, hold on.
Taji took
Hey, hold on, B.
Taji took the elbows off, man, for the weekend.
Hey, Taji live in Pearland. Y'all ain't him. He live in Pearland. So you know what it is. Hey, you know what it is.
From Pearland to
Wood said he be flying to Nimitz, man.
He
He
said
got a private jet.
That car now. I see you
Got a private jet, man.
That sound about right, man. That sound about you gotta have a helicopter, a jet, something.
When you driving that, you park it in the front where you parked it at. You don't park that mug back there in the fourth row. You park that mug right in the front.
Did Taji had the elbows on him? No.
Nah, he ain't had the elbows. That thing was.
He took them off for the weekend. Then
I started looking up like how to be
swingers. Rob, your criminal history won't allow you in the classroom, brother. You're a little too violent, brother.
I've look, the other day
I tell you
was the
what.
first time I ever went to traffic court in my life. That's the first time I ever got a ticket, anything. I don't know what he's talking about, America.
Hey, that's the first time they caught you?
Real G's don't get caught. The real ones don't get caught. Duh, what are you talking about? Come on, man. Stop it.
You know.
Come on, man. Stop it, man. Speaking of fantasy football, man,
yeah.
Great job.
Put it on my head, D King. That's
great
cool.
job. It's all good, man.
Mr. Dudes, man, I've never been in a fantasy league I ain't win.
What?
I'm talking about win the whole league.
What's going on with all that, man? I ain't trying to hear that, man.
I've never been in one I ain't never.
Let
me
go look at your roster.
You lost, bro. You already lost, so you're not winning against everybody you play. Because I already smacked you last week, so you might be winning today.
It is a long season. That's what I'm saying. I'm not getting too high on mine. I just know how Rob is when he wins, so I just had to.
What you said? I'm an obnoxious winner.
You are the obnoxious winner, and I don't usually act like that, but
I'm supposed to be humble when I win.
I'm just saying, yo, you gotta act like winning. I'm used to winning. Like it's not,
I am
ain't
too,
nothing I just jump up and down about all the time. It gotta be something special. So the way you treated me last week when the Longhorns lost and my Jets lost, I had to make sure that I put that green and white in your life this weekend.
I ain't tripping. You're not gonna be able to put it up that much this whole year. So
who we got next week? Let me see who we got next week. I'm about to see who we got because I know we finna shake some folks. Boys didn't think we was gonna win today.
I mean,
he ain't give me no point.
Cleveland need to fire their whole coaching staff. You up by 13 with a minute 55 left and you lose.
And we didn't have any timeouts. We got the Bengals next week.
That makes it even better. Oh yeah, that's the perfect time to play them.
Yeah, we got the Bengals next week. Them dudes can't can't protect Joe Burrow.
Too many
Joe
LSU
Burrow.
on the team. Too many LSU.
No, I don't be playing. No, I'll be playing in the leagues, Mr. Dudes, man. I'll be playing with my kids.
Oh man, here you go.
Hey man.
Ain't making Joe Burrow lay it down.
And you got Jameis Winston, so you live with that.
Ooh, Jameis threw 3 picks today. Hate to see it.
What my
man, shout out to the Buccaneers defense giving me them points today, man.
What Dennis Green said, R.I.P. to Dennis Green. What Dennis Green said, they were who we thought they were.
They were who we thought they were, man.
He is who we thought he was, man. He's Jameis. Jacoby crying on the timeline. Oh, Russell Wilson could have came to the Saints, but he went to the Broncos. Hey, man, stick with your team. I just want my money when we win.
Y'all quarterback threw an interception in there? That's crazy. Damn, that's crazy.
But Thursday night, you was all on the timeline talking about Justin Herbert trash and blah, blah, blah and all that. And my man better with broke ribs than your quarterback is fully healthy. So
why would he say Justin Herbert trash?
Oh, him and Dre done started this whole Lamar. They give Justin Herbert too much praise because he white and Lamar Jackson.
I mean, but they do that for all the white quarterbacks.
Hey man, the kid is good. If he was blue, he could play quarterback.
You know who they did that first night, that Josh Allen stuff. Yo, they ran me.
Taji, you ain't look at what they was talking about on the timeline the other day. They put some.
Oh, it's 50 on that thing. We put 50 up.
On that. It's 50.
Yeah, we should be 50 up. We got when we put that money in. What we doing? We at the end or what we doing?
It's three something.
Mr. Dudes, what we doing, man?
We need to put it in. What we gonna put in a pot or we putting it in at the end? We need to figure that out, man.
Yeah, Taji. So it's not free. Oh, you talking
yes, you can. What? Stop it, man. You draft
the win. You can't do that after the draft.
Taji, you draft the win, bro. We ain't trying to hear that. Like you took it easy on us. Stop it, man.
You talking about some mama already on it too.
Well, you and Jacoby.
Nah, Jacoby beating today. Jacoby beating Taji today.
Oh, that's Jacoby playing?
Yeah.
I don't want Jacoby to win.
Jalen doing good today too.
Good.
Hey man, I know he probably ain't watching, but I'm gonna say this again, man. America, it's another person to the Ball So Hard company, to the family. His name is Jalen Warren. We getting Jalen on the show, man. Jalen, we want you on the show, brother. The city needs to see you, man. You got stuff to tell the city, man. He talking about some people.
I seen that too. I don't know what that was about.
Taji, he won today, though. He scored like 170 points today. Oh,
yeah.
Boy said 5:30 will be here soon.
Oh, yeah. We getting out of here too, man. I got to get up.
Yeah. So do I, man. Most of us work in the school system. So, man, once again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next week. We'll have some guests. The King No Crown. Hopefully on Carol's Corner.
Yes.
Have a guest.
We got a guest next week.
Hey, I got a really, really good guest next week. Gonna have a
we ain't gonna tell them. Don't tell them yet. Just
don't
they got
tell them.
In.
Now they got to tune in. They got to tune in.
I want to build up. All right,
okay,
let's just say
you can build up.
I have a preseason top 10 college basketball coach next week that I will be interviewing. I have some really good questions. I already ran a few questions by him to make sure it was okay for him to speak on and answer it, and he said we all good to go. So I got some really good questions. I think a lot of people want to ask. I think a lot of things that some people should know, and there's some stuff that he wants to speak about as well. It got a lot to do with recruiting players. I think parents, a lot of parents should be tuned in as well. I think it's going to be really good.
Yes, sir. Sounds good, man. He said I need to give Jalen the 409 pep talk. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. To the next time, this is The Shot Clock.